And I'm Marco Flores, Nerd in the Bay here. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. I started with like when the game released, right? But like I was just an enjoyer, not like a hardcore sweat or anything. But I really got into it when I was working at PlayStation, and that was our lunch break game. Yeah, we played that all throughout our lunch break, just having just crazy matches and all that stuff. But yeah, no, that's where I found the love of the game, and I started competing and finding out about the Jazzy Circuit and the Riz One and Super Lower Boys and all that stuff. So yeah, very very cool stuff. In my neck of the woods. How about you? What was your start of CvS2 in that journey? Okay. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, for sure. And I believe, that's a lot of, at least NorCal's scene is just introduction to SNK, because it was more of a Capcom heavy scene over there. But yeah, it just got a lot of, it's a big introduction. Not at all. Again, just a casual enjoyer, but we're about to get into our first match here. AznMnky versus, what was that? Rushy? Yeah. Bummy Rushy. Love that name. Looks like we're going for the Blanca Sakura Bison here from AznMnky, and saw Morgan there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Very, very exciting. CvS2. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. And yeah, and these normally are like the go-to grooves, right? So a lot more like people would just go for the K groove for like the high damage, the run, and the roll. A groove for like the combo potential, basically. Yeah. All right, here we go. As we're talking about the A groove combo potential, you get to see this amazing. Yeah. Psycho Crusher plus. Oh. Yeah.
Live and let die. Very strong start.
Yeah. Building meter right there. Bummy Rush trying to find a way in. It has a big hill to climb, taking out 3 characters. Okay. Oh, yeah. You're gonna paint that fence. All right. Let's see if Bummy Rush is going to make any sort of adjustments here. So, in that situation, what adjustments can you do? Other than different characters, different groove. What's a counter groove? The K? Okay.
Live and let die.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A little back and forth happening right now. A little doing Bummy Rushy doing a little better here. Trying to get this confirmed. Activation right there by AznMnky. Can go bait to fake. Paint that fence. And Mai is out of there. Yeah.
This is gonna be a match to remember.
Like a battery. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that. Just activate, right? Yeah, Bison's just really, really good in this game in particular. Good dive kick there. Just need one more hit. There we go. Bison is out. We still have the problem of not only Sakura, but you have that Blanca on anchor. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Okay. Good bait on the activation there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no, because I would have like tried to go for a special chip, if anything. Ooh, just got caught by the electric there. Oh man, Blanca, such a menace in this game. Oh, okay, baited out the super. Then, okay, there was a chance there, but AznMnky was able to clutch that out. But yeah, no, Bison did a lot of the work here, painting the fence. Yeah, keep getting in those good confirms there. But like Bum Rushy's Cammy was also doing the work too. Yeah, right. We didn't get to see much of the Sakura, maybe just like one round, really. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the chance that Bummy Rushy possibly had. Right? The level 1 did not get invincibility. And then the crouch short takes that. So we're going to have our next match here. Winners round 2, Greatkat versus TheDeezo. Yeah. Last night, right? Yeah. I gotcha. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hope you guys are enjoying day 2 of Fight Kingdom here. You get you if you hear a lot of the crowd, yeah, we're in the ballroom. Everything's picking up on the audio, so yeah, we'll do what we can in terms of audio levels and stuff like that. But we hope you guys are enjoying the action. There's a shot of the crowd right there. You got some Super Turbo in that setup over here. We have a couple Third Strike for Third Strike brackets. But yeah, you got some CRTs in the back for CvS2. That. Yeah. 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 They have their setup over there at Magitech over at Milpitas. Shout out to Magitech. Still keeping CvS2 alive and strong in NorCal. And I know a bunch of NorCal heads are here as well for Fight Kingdom as we get things underway for our next match. No audio on the left guy. I might be either me or nice camera shot of our TO there. Appreciate you. TO there. But yeah, let's see. So we're just waiting for our next match. They're setting up right there, just waiting for the green light to switch over to the stream setup scene. There we go. The Greatkat versus the ThaDeezo. Hackett muted. Yeah. Are you entering any brackets today? Nice. Okay, there we go. Heck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I did have to DQ myself here for CvS2, but it's all good. For being able to commentate this great game, not first of all, but just being able to watch some great action CvS2 wise, just to see the high level. Audio is really buzzy. Yeah, the audio is picking up a lot of the crowd in the ballroom, and yeah, we were trying to adjust that, but yeah, that's the best as we can do right now. So we apologize for that. Yeah. For sure. Oh, a little bit of a gentleman's betting. Okay. Pressing buttons. We're going to get underway. Just going to making sure their controllers are working properly. Converters are converting. Yeah. So yeah, day 1 of Fight Kingdom was happening. Last night. A lot of it was like team tournaments. I think I saw like a low tier MVC2 tournament. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, does the game title say VF5 Revo? Might need to change that. What's on CvS? Okay, okay. All right. Looks like we are underway here. We're looking at one. Okay, I'm about to say like one single Sagat against these three. That's pretty bold. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right. Let's see what this actual team is going to be looking like. Yeah, 2K groups here. All good, all good. Appreciate you bringing it up to us so we can just make adjustments as best as possible. We thank you guys hanging out here Saturday, watching some CvS2 here at Fight Kingdom. Yeah. Nice. Oh, what a color. Yeah. ThaDeezo. Okay, Greatkat versus ThaDeezo. We're going. Oh yeah, it's crazy. This game. He's got that awesome. Another one.
My channel's not going to the other one, right?
All right. ThaDeezo takes out one.
You heard me on the street.
The K group buffet. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Greatkat getting some hits in, but ThaDeezo is able to take out the Hibiki with the throw. Right. Ooh, great just defend there. Ooh, okay. Outside of the range, but I believe press the button. Got hit with the last of it. Yeah. Okay. And the spike, and he's just finally out there. He's gonna get a little bit of health back, but now has to deal with a mirror match and also the Sagat on anchor. Okay. Greatkat putting on the pressure now. A little back and forth. Ooh, small hop. Yep. Super ready. Yeah.
A little bit on the early side, still waking up.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody getting their coffee, their yerba mate, right? It's still breakfast time. Well, actually, no, not anymore. We're going by McDonald's time. It's not breakfast anymore. Third strike has a moment 37. Let's get a moment 47 for CvS2. I am down with that. I appreciate the multi-camera view here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Roundhouse to roundhouse, getting a lot of more knockdowns there. But so is ThaDeezo. Ooh, dizzy. This is gonna hurt. Oh no. Good anti-air there. Oh, the counter. Yeah, predictable.
This battle is about to explode.
All right, Hibiki, your character here.
Sneaky attack at the start of the round.
Yeah. What would be the key? I mean, key would be like what, just playing footsies, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, you can see it right now. Yeah, as ThaDeezo getting the right angles there.
Right now, Greatkat's struggling. You can afford to be like a little bit more aggressive. With the crowd sword,
Yeah. Okay, I think he's almost out of there. And there it goes, ThaDeezo. Yeah, as people getting ready for the collection to come out in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. ThaDeezo on the defensive right now.
All right, great. Making a really smart decision. Don't go in too hard.
There you
No,
go.
great anti-air.
Press the button.
Yeah, once the K groove is popped, it's really just best just to chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just would try to run down the time and let that run out.
Oh.
Great.
If Ken Street Fighter 6 crouching medium kick is not the best button, this would be the best button right there, the crouching fierce.
I think this is like way better than Ken's. Ken's like way better.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I don't even think I would put Street Fighter 6 Ken like in my like top 10 normals or like top 15. All right, yeah, ThaDeezo's going to go ahead and clean that up 2-0. Greatkat started to show some pretty good signs of life.
Yeah.
That one guy was able to get all the way down to Sagat, but ThaDeezo just like still held firm, was able to close it out.
Yeah, like you said, signs of life, fighting back. Yeah, ThaDeezo just got the good guesses. Poking it out.
Got the good color choice too.
Yeah.
3 kicks Sagat.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah. There you go. You see the crowd right there. You see us here. Hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said, Fight Kingdom here for CvS2.
And beautiful Redmond, Washington.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're going to wait for our next match here.
Looks like we got NerdJosh like on deck.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we're trying to see who his opponent's going to be.
NerdJosh is waiting. But like I said, CvS2 is happening right there in the background
We got
for the rest of the bracket.
got Street Fighter 6 up on the main stage right now.
Yeah. You're looking for the other streams as well? Are you multi-streaming? You got like, what's that, 4 streams for Fight
there's,
Kingdom?
Hop on P&W that's handling games like
Yeah.
Guilty Gear Plus R, City of Wolves, and things like that. We got the
Fight Kingdom, FGC, the main one, on Street Fighter 6 right now, and Let's see. Yeah, let's get those other streams up
Yeah,
for
I'm pulling
you
it
as
up
well.
right now.
Fight Kingdom FGC, Lazy Reaper 808 for the MVC2.
Yeah, handling like a marble too this
Yep,
weekend.
right there. And yeah,
And then, of course, most importantly, we're here with Riz1
Riz
with
One.
the CvS2.
giving you the retro goodness. Oh, okay. AznMnky versus NerdJosh.
Yeah, so yeah, we're going to be handling just like CvS2, 2 waves of CvS2 pools here on Riz1. And then later today, 3S pools and ST.
Yeah.
So Super Turbo. Big shout outs to NerdJosh, especially for CvS2. Did like the whole scene like a really huge favor. So I remember right, he was the one that like got all the frame data and everything like scanned in.
Oh,
and
wow.
was able to get a hold of the MOOC release
Oh,
and everything like that.
Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, no, I remember NerdJosh back in the day. The whole East Coast versus West Coast. He was a big part of that as well during the Street Fighter 4 days, as I remember.
Yeah, now he's like over here on the West Coast living in SoCal, if I remember right. Back on over here. They're getting another button check here.
Like we're all good there. Potential grand final, that might be. We're our winner semis. But we still have like another bracket to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you could be right. It could be a potential grand final that you're looking at right now.
Yep. Yeah, but the second pool does have people like Buck to pass the flip, and other people that could do like pretty well. But I do know some people that if they were, if you were willing to make like some friendly wagers and
Yeah.
everything, I ain't saying no exchanges of money or anything like that.
All right, here we go. Walker versus Bison. A Group versus K.
And NerdJosh just gonna try to keep Bison out, just like wall him out and everything like that. Just play like mad lane. So like these are gonna be matches that could like very possibly go like extremely like late in the round counter and everything like that.
Okay.
A nice fake frost up on that roll.
All right, that's up.
Yeah, Bison has a very ambiguous roll.
Trying to get that chip out. Oh, got that activation there.
Yeah, nice. Was able to involve through crouching medium kick and blow it up. A really good JD that's gonna help keep NerdJosh alive.
Oh, with the close-up fierce.
I'm not going in with my
Great air throw.
Yeah, that was definitely
Another one. AznMnky surviving so far.
And my jump roundhouse is extremely impressive. It's gigantic.
Yeah, especially with that jump trajectory, like it's not like a regular almost jump.
Yeah, she has like she goes up and back down extremely
Yeah,
fast.
it's like a shallow jump.
Some little basic frame cuts in there. Oh,
Activation there. Oh, to get a wave.
I like that. The second NerdJosh nice. Short hop jump roundhouse confirmed into Deadly Ninja B.
Yeah.
Put NerdJosh back in the lead here.
Throw
Oh,
attack.
that's a frame trap.
Okay.
AznMnky in a really rough position. That guard bar.
Yeah, can't take a chip.
Unfortunately, the neutral jump, that wasn't it.
Almost got guard break there.
But we got the equalizer right here. Rainfield 2, A Groove Blanca. So if I'm NerdJosh here, what I want to try to do is that right there, bait out in activation, just kind of like weather the storm, deal with it, and then like just try to nickel and dime wherever I can, and make this round last as long as possible.
Yeah.
Reduce the amount of hit Blanca as many times as you can, but reduce how much life he's going to get back at the end.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, no, AznMnky had that cross up. Just needs one more hit.
Yeah, like every hit here right now for NerdJosh is just extra credit.
Right. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Battle of the big boys over here. Blanca and Sagat.
Now, a big deal in this matchup is Blanca is one of the characters that when he crouches is like tall enough that Sagat's jab pressure is going to work out because Blanca can't duck under it.
Good jump in there.
Hey, fantastic confirm on it.
Ooh,
on the
okay.
side.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, hit trick. NerdJosh on K groove activation. Needs a connect. Good roll. Okay. Got that
nice.
throw.
Got the throw.
Oh, there we go. Whee!
That was a really good throw to just sneak in there.
Yeah. Let's set that up. All right, AznMnky was able to get that one.
Yep, go up in the first round.
Yeah. But that Mai was doing damage, though.
They're going back in, same teams. Out here in lovely Sweden right now. Okay, that first match, NerdJosh wasn't able to run this first match here as like slow as he normally would like to. I want to see if maybe like adjust, try to play Blanca a little bit more aggressive, or just try to double back down on
Yeah.
playing it nice and slow. Okay, we're going with the aggressive plan.
Bison. Dark break. Film happening. A real activation. Let's get it
Force
off
him all the way
me.
to corner. Not going to be able to get the guard break though.
Good guard break there. He's about even.
Oh,
Okay. The jab ball into the low forward.
Yeah, picked him out with the jab ball when he was probably expecting like a fierce or a medium.
Yeah. Oh.
He fell short, but no real punish. So now we're going to go into the third round. Both players on their second characters are going to be even on life.
Yeah.
This battle is about to explode.
All right, NerdJosh pushing the offense right now. Black kick confirmed combo again. Almost getting into the vortex. There we go. A groove.
I'm not sure. Ended it early.
Oh, dizzy. Oh, wake up.
That super is extremely fast, so makes a lot of jumps.
Okay, got that roll. Short. Taking out Mai. AznMnky looking to be in a good position unless he gets a couple of crouching fierces in.
Yeah, like 3 or so crouching period. Oh, no, just barely too short.
Okay.
AznMnky looking for redemption on the guard. There we go.
Guard break.
Time. Didn't drop it.
Do as much damage as possible to set up Blanca for success. Okay. Ooh, okay, there we
Good
go.
punch with the Tiger
Good
Cannon.
position, though.
Yeah, NerdJosh is going to be going into the final match of this one with no meter. Might not even be able to build up another one unless you get some nice just defense. But AznMnky's definitely going to get to like a full 8 groove bar.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty tough hill to climb for NerdJosh.
All right, good short hop.
That might be it.
Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. AznMnky takes that over NerdJosh. Moves on.
Oh.
Well, yeah, great play there by both players, of course, as always. So just looking at a little bit here with the Sakura. That's it. Just damaging that guard. Whew. And then hurricaned away. Like, nope. You gotta chase me now. Yeah, fireball super taking out Sakura, and then Blanca doing the cleanup.
As he's
Yeah.
he's fantastic at.
Good stuff from both players there. So yeah, no, they're just going to be doing that losers run to get back and get that run back against AznMnky. Yeah.
Like that AznMnky was able to go through and get some of those little execution foibles from this first match on stream.
Yeah.
Kind of like cleaned up, and then had that all ready for when you have to play against NerdJosh. Had that show custom just like completely clean this time. Was able to hit like all of his bison confirms and everything like that.
Yeah.
So people might want to be a little on the cautious side if you're running into AznMnky later today in the bracket.
And the team makeup of AznMnky is like it's a good mix, right? Like just of course having the Blanca just to close everything out, but Sakura can do damage on that guard and damage on activation and gets hit, right?
Famously widely regarded as one of the best teams in the game.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But our next player is about to come up. Oh, yeah. Like I said, we're here at Fight Kingdom Day 2. Here, all the tournaments are happening, all the brackets are happening, all the games. Like I said. All right, ThaDeezo and
Good old Rim Rattler.
Rattler. Yeah.
Representing my favorite Megadeth album.
So what team do you rock in CvS2?
K my beefy cigar juice.
Okay. Gotcha.
Starting to learn like Rugal like a bit just because he's been on the fun side.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the main team that I play.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just on the enjoyer level. Like I'm not like a threat. So like my team right now is just like N Groove. I'm the only not the only N Groove player, but like there's N Groove players out there. N Groove, Terry, Guile, and Kim. So yeah.
Those are good characters for like N Groove. I messed around with like N Groove a little bit, especially for N Groove Guile and like N Groove Theo.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the whole EO ranked for the collection? Like
I'll be honest. I wish it wasn't EO, but
yeah.
I don't really care. I'm not like a ranked grinder.
Right.
I usually prefer to just find people and like play like longer sets and stuff like that. I hope because we've seen Capcom take feedback with the previous collections and things like that, makes changes and adjustments. So I'm hoping that that's the one that they make. Just like I'm looking forward to whatever adjustments gets made in this set as it goes on. ThaDeezo on player 1 side, Rattler on player 2.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Seagrew.
Yep, Seagrew. Seagrew Ryu, really fun character. Those roll pants and fireballs can make them pretty hard to get on, and really nice guard break confirmed into the level 2. This is kind of like where Geese can like have trouble. Characters that can kind of like control like the mid space and everything like that, because he doesn't have the best normals for fighting him back against that outside of like sweep.
Okay.
And Reputin, his recovery is like a little bit on the longer side, so it's not like the best in Fireball Wars.
Gotcha. All right, Rattler taking that one, taking Geese off the board.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight.
should be all good though, because Ryu is pretty low on life, and Amy can easily like drain this like pretty quick without popping rage. Because if I'm Rattler, one of the main things I want to do right now is like try to get that rage pop, so I don't have to worry about it going into the next match. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. What you was able to do?
And you know what? Even better, if we can just like actually like take out Candy and like move on here with still with Ryu alive. That's even better.
Good justifying, and there we go. Being able to take out the Cammy.
Doing the hard confirm right there off of the cross. So that was impressive.
Yeah.
That's stuff I like.
Yeah.
Oh, nice close roundhouse anti-air. Unfortunately, ThaDeezo missing some JDs here that are very important.
Good micro walking from Rattler happening. He's trying to bait out something.
Finally gets that big tiger uppercut anti-air.
Rattler in a good position there.
And again, the
K group
got
activation.
popped.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to build it all back up.
Okay.
And doing that against a character like Shun can be pretty hard. Shun is an extremely strong character. Fantastic normals. Rattler's also the kind of person that's probably not going to drop like the crouch jab, crouch strongly.
Right.
So like, especially at this point, like level 2 has been built.
Good jab checking by Rattler. Cross up.
There we go. Oh, no.
Wow. Okay. First time I'm seeing that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, with Secret of Chun, extremely dangerous character once she has level 2. Because once she has level 2 AznMnky, you can split into lightning legs. You get just like a few hits, and you link after the lightning legs into like a crouch jab, and then back to like the level 1 AznMnky.
Okay.
And
okay. Good to know.
It is extreme amounts of damage.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Oh, Rattler. Man, yeah, loving the Ryu combos. All right, we're back into our second set here. See if ThaDeezo can make the adjustments he needs to make. All right, Rattler, though, just press the gas.
Just absolutely mauling ThaDeezo in the corner right now. Just relentless. All nice.
Okay.
Deadly rave. Okay, good. Goes for the link. Unfortunately, drops the ender.
Okay, short hop.
Once again, the guard bar is getting dangerously low. Tries to go for the mid counter.
Yeah, trying to look for a counter there. Good check there.
Oh, I missed the JD again. The fireball was just slow enough to throw ThaDeezo off.
Yeah. All right, we got the Cammy. All right, confirm super. This is the hurricane kick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't close enough to combo at that point.
JD right there. Activation's happening.
Rattler already built back up to level 2. So he definitely has Cammy in kill range if he can hit. And if he does,
Oh. No.
Once again, it just barely missed. I guess Cammy's a little on the smaller side.
ThaDeezo got that chip that time. Rattler was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Cammy though is coming in with no life.
Yeah.
That's another big strength of Chun in this game. Sweep is a fantastic anti-air in this one.
Trying to beat out something. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, ThaDeezo tried to do walk forward, crouching medium kick in the spiral arrow, but got cannon spike instead.
Okay, ThaDeezo. Last character here. See if he can.
It's definitely the character that can pull off the 2-character combat.
Right.
Especially if he can get past Chun, Sagat, big character. You got to get the jab pressure. Oh, nice whip punish.
There we go. ThaDeezo getting those confirms and got that DP.
ThaDeezo's not trying to go out like that. Wants to at least try to tie up the set.
Good JDs right there.
Unfortunately, that's not going to juggle.
Got your Pierce. All right. ThaDeezo's gonna have a little bit of more health recovery.
And the big thing is, still going to has
a K groove.
his rage meter right there.
Yeah.
And it's going to pop real soon. So he can possibly get himself off to a huge lead if he catches the right thing.
Right. For sure, Rattler's not gonna let that happen. Oh, but gets confirmed. Okay. Let's go for that jump in again.
He's already wants to try to work that guard gauge if he can. Oh, nice.
Okay, good
Big
jump.
hit again. Nice. ThaDeezo is like picking up some really great hits here.
All right,
Unfortunately,
Rattler.
that guard gauge is a huge issue. Gotta try to back off, let it regenerate.
Okay.
It's here, level 2 to level 1. Does have to rage now, though.
Okay, now ThaDeezo's in a bad position. Block and help.
Unfortunately, that wasn't quick enough to catch the whiff, and
Nope.
Rattler's gonna go ahead and take it.
Yeah,
2-0
Rattler.
against ThaDeezo.
Moves on. ThaDeezo had, again. ThaDeezo, there was a little bit of hope, but Rattler was on top of it at the end of it. But Rattler with these Ryu combos, though, he confirms.
Yeah, really happy to see Rattler roll out. It's definitely one of the players I'm looking forward to seeing the most here.
But ThaDeezo being able to do some more. ThaDeezo still has an opportunity in the loser side of things.
Yeah, still in it.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can possibly see the homie ThaDeezo again.
Yeah, you were mentioning level 2, level 1. Yeah, that was crazy to see. On the anti-air, right?
Yeah, Tiger Can is extremely fast. So, and ThaDeezo was in a short hop, so wasn't going to be able
Yeah.
to JD it.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that. All right, only on full jumps. So, cool. Okay, things are moving on here in the bracket here for CvS2.
I got people trying to hit me up like, hey, yo, like after all the brackets are wrapped up, you want to try to go do some karaoke later tonight? I'm just like, you know, seeing that shirt that Rattler's rocking, like maybe I can hit some peace cells, you know.
You thinking about it?
It's on the brain. It's on the brain.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Maybe even hit some side you never know.
Hey. You never can go wrong with Sade. Oh man.
Can't tell who's sitting down right now, but yeah, we do got at least one player here and ready, waiting on their opponent to step up.
Yeah. Just waiting for our next match here. But we hope you guys are enjoying some CvS2 action. I might be hearing that ThaDeezo's going back up.
We're getting the run back. We're getting ThaDeezo. I mean, a losers match.
Okay.
We're getting ThaDeezo versus Tyram.
Okay.
You know, Tyram as always going to be representing 707. Them boys, the homies. You know, I got a love for NorCal and everything like that because I did live there for a hot minute.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
before coming back here.
Okay.
So you know, like this one, you know, the heart's gonna be torn.
Yeah.
Between who I want to see pull out. You know, these both homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still roll up to Den Dojo a lot to play like a lot of like Street Fighter 4, CvS2, and some Aquaposa with the homies and everything like that.
Aquaposa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in NorCal when Aquaposa was popping off really hard down there for a hot
Okay.
minute.
Good to know.
Like I feel myself a little bit. I got a really nice Chizuru and Arwan in that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good to know.
I'm so sad we were never able to like get like set up like NorCal versus like New York like we always wanted to. You know? Because you know, like NorCal, I always say like, you know, we don't know what we're talking about and everything like that. They'd be like, oh, they just play like a lot of characters like outside of top 3.
Yeah.
You know, we like roll through and just like straight. Because you know, we like to experiment a lot and everything like that. And be like, no, we know this game, you know.
Yeah.
There's, you know, like the pond's a little bit deeper than y'all thought.
There's a reason why NorCal and CvS2 are synonymous with each other, right? Or even just the West Coast. Just the West Coast and CvS2, like.
Yeah, playing CvS2 down there with the homies Black Rob and like Mike Wakefield. They would always roll through during like Game Center locals. We were on like anime games and everything like that. But you know, they were always there like on the CvS2 cab, so you know, getting games with them and everything like that.
I love that.
Good days, man. Good days.
Shout outs to Game Center. Yeah, some people in chat acknowledging.
Oh, what's up, what's up, Irene? How you doing? Oh, looks like we need to help Tyram get the. Oh, we're having some
Converter issues.
maybe. I'm not sure. Nice.
Enjoying some CvS2 with my coffee. You know how grown up that sounds? But I love that. Having your right brew, right type of coffee. Just enjoying some CvS2 action.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Like, you know, Pat the Flip is going to be teaching all the NorCal kids how to play CvS2. Gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna start learning too? Who are you gonna play?
Hell yeah.
All right, the button check's all good, so we're gonna go right up into it.
So I'm part of the group Bay Area Madhouse and OTG. We run King's Cup. It's like a San Francisco like monthly, basically a one-night monthly. And my hope, you know, once the collection comes out, is to be able to do CvS2 for King's Cup. That'll be amazing.
Yeah, Yama and Rock, those are good picks for K Group. Be careful with that negative edge on Rock, though. You gotta keep things clean, or else he has a lot of overlapping specials. But we're going right up into it. NorCal versus Seattle. Tyram versus TheDeezo.
No.
It's like Deezo wants to make no stranger to one to make hard reads and everything like that. Love that mid catch counting.
Oh, guess that cross up.
Misses the punish on the blocker ball, though. You can do like a slight run up with Beast, and then punish with Sweep. So that and Replicating. You get some really nice opening with that after they fall. They wake up right into it.
Tries the deadly ray, but misses that as well. Tyram too mobile right now.
He's really hoping he can catch like the big thing is if you can. Ooh. Unfortunately, just once again misses the punish.
All right, here we go. Candy's out.
Once again, this is going to be like one that's just like all on like Tyram's pacing, despite the fact that he's like down on life. Because Blanca is just so hard to get it on. Extremely strong normals, extremely fast.
Yeah.
A lot of command hops and things like that. Be all over the screen in the blink of an eye.
Good JD right there.
JD on the canning spike.
Another one.
The falling roundhouse, so you know, able to gain some life back and shipping. It's just like that thing hits from like 2 states away, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like the classic, you know, like tooth and flinching.
Yeah. Broken super out, get the chip. Okay, guess I dive. Almost out.
Mike Tyson on. Once again, it's an anti-air crouch piercing. Blanca is still alive. The boy right now from Brazil just putting in that overtime.
All right. Let's see how much work Blanca can do before possibly getting taken out. All right.
Yeah, Blanca, he did put in some he put in some time and a half hours there, which, you know, I ain't gonna be mad at it. Like, Sagat shouldn't be full health here. With a little bit work down.
Yeah, ThaDeezo play more of the range game.
Tyram is loving that roundhouse button. As the jump gets thrown, that did like a chunk. I'm liking all the empty jumps from Tyram.
Yeah.
Just kind of like throwing off ThaDeezo right now.
Yeah, just baiting.
Oh, great aims here. Unfortunately, yeah, right now for Tyram, ThaDeezo's like stay strong. And because he finished the combo.
Hey.
But yeah, ThaDeezo's done like a really good job of keeping himself calm.
Yeah.
Keeping it chill and everything like that. Not letting the fact that, you know, he lost like 2 papers relatively quick.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's got Sagat in the back pocket.
Yeah, not too pressed about it, but
It's real close to a rage pop right now.
good pressure right now.
Yeah, the jab pressure on characters that are like have a tall crouch and hard block. It's so strong. Sagat's jabs are plus. I don't know exactly how much off top, but it's enough that like you kind of just gotta like sit there. Very good confirm.
Oh, it's looking even right now. Oh, the jabs, chip.
Tyram dropped the combo, but that was still so much like light.
Oh, went for the wrong tiger. He was a tiger high. Oh, man. Even production's like, oh. Right? But it was looking neck and neck there until I think this sequence. Yep, right there. The jab. There we go. That's could have been it. Yeah, stop the duck. All right, we're running it back.
Yeah, thankfully it looks like ThaDeezo was able to just shake that off, not too worried about it. It was like, I got another match. I got another match.
Yeah.
It's no biggie.
Let it run.
Unfortunately, this guard gauge right now ain't working out too hard.
Get in its air right there. Let's get him off me. Or break.
Back.
Hey.
ThaDeezo's doing a really good job of at least getting like the first JD on a lot of these like media electricity setups.
Yeah. Now Tyram. Did he raise the node?
Yeah, I wanted to
Make
make
the
you block
ball
it because
super.
when you just let the units of Deadly Rave on block, you can get some advantage and go for a mix-up like to that.
Gotcha.
But unfortunately, since Rage is built out, you just do Earth Shaking and just invul through.
And more mobile match here. Tyram slowly getting whittled down. What gets that cross up?
I wonder who put Tyram in the losers. I need to check that. Thank you very much for the subscription, Silent Skull. Thank you for tuning in, man.
Shout outs.
Big CvS2 homie. Tyram doing a great job of just bringing it down on low, nice and slow.
Yeah, more and more on the patient side.
Oh, you know what? You got the rage pop from Cammy. It's going to need to build that back up. If Blanca goes down here, you're not okay with it. 'Cause right. Oh.
Okay. Keep it patient there. Trying to find those hits. Oh, hooligan. Look at the spiral arrow.
second
Back
throw
throw.
is going to do a lot more damage than the punch one.
Good confirm.
So
Oh, good JD's happening right now.
these are doing a fantastic
Hey.
job of bringing that just a little bit closer.
Hey, Tyram.
Live and let die. Fight.
Putting some pressure there. Now it's a neutral game.
Aaron once again doing a great job of showing people why Candy Stand Roundhouse is so good.
Yeah. Getting a lot of mileage right now. Oh,
Nice.
Whip
He was
punish.
waiting for that one.
get that Cammy out of there. Okay, here we go.
I'm sitting a little bit of an advantage right now. Got a little bit more life, a bit more life to work with.
Tyra, yeah, being more active here. And is able to get confirms.
So trying his best to just slug it out. Good tech. Unfortunately, has to watch that guard bar.
ThaDeezo trying to weather the storm. Good JD. Oh, Tyram takes it.
Well, close it out and take out ThaDeezo.
GG's to ThaDeezo. You can see there, yeah, got that. With the ball super there, taking out the deadly rave. And we got the Cammy to Cammy. Didn't need to do much. Just that super. And then the whip punish super here as well from ThaDeezo.
Getting to watch Tyre.
Saw reduction. They're like,
just get shot, you know? It happens. It happens. We all get blasted every now and then, you know? And then here, you know, just gets wrapped up, ending on, you know, everyone's favorite, Crouching Fierce.
yeah. That's the end of the first pool. Second pool is going to start very, very shortly. As home base is talking about. But, like, yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying some CvS2 action here at Fight Kingdom. But, yeah. Let's see if we are.
And yeah, for like
Jump right in.
pool 2, once that starts, we're gonna have some other people like hop on for commentary for y'all.
Yeah.
That is going to be
Oh, yeah,
Wi-Fi and Team Chris.
Yeah, that's gonna be us.
I gotta hop up, so I gotta get ready to start to commentate. If I remember correctly, a City of the Wolves pool. Like pretty
Nice.
soon,
There we
yeah.
go. I think I'm going to be at Tekken, I believe.
Oh yeah, I believe I'm gonna be putting in some work this weekend. But yeah, man, hey, a lot of fun commentating with you,
I
man.
appreciate you giving me the knowledge for CvS2, getting ready for the collection coming out in a couple weeks. But yeah, get ready for pool 2, guys. So thank you, guys.
Have a good one.
what's up? We're live? We're going up with it?
I see some sound going.
Your Twitter and how you want your name to look on streams and all that.
Can do. Well, let's hope I can actually like write my name correctly. I don't know why I made it capital letters like an idiot, but it's fine. You getting a picture of the screen?
Yeah, got to.
That's sick.
I sent it to my friends.
Fuck yeah.
They want to see it.
What's that?
Are we starting now?
I'm not sure.
Oh, no, we're testing. All right, let's get that selfie.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfecto.
Just let us know when we are live.
Yeah. Looks great over here.
All right, we're good. That works.
Hell yeah. Dude, why is my camera like trying to get so snugly in on this shit? Give me like a delay or some crap. Come on. Come on. Hey, yo, Chris. Want to grab another one?
Yep. I just hold on. I just want to send the. I just want to make sure we go Twitch TV/Riz01. Yep, you got it. I see the dictator. We're good.
I do that crap like every time. Is that right? Riz1. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
I haven't gotten the chance to like see anything on this bracket yet, so
I came. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, I got it here.
like
'Cause I'm in this bracket.
oh heck yeah!
So there's Skellyy.
Oh nice. Hey, I'll take some more Florida. At least I know what's going on.
Get it here. I love when you make it out of pools and add another bracket to you on Start GG. It's the best feeling.
Yeah. I can't say I know the feeling very well. Gotta keep practicing.
Yeah, here we go. So the heavy hitters are going to be Senor, Paso, and Pat the Flip.
Very
FC Racer's
nice.
pretty good. Yeah, Skelly's good.
Of course.
I mean, he's one of our better retro revival Florida players. So I'm going to be there next week, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming to Orlando. Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm coming to Orlando.
It's
yeah.
It's gonna be a pretty fun one.
It is. It is. I look forward to Super Turbo. I'm about to enter Sonic the Fighters and NBC2.
Dude, I'm not joking with you. They trade Sonic so serious there. It's so funny.
I
Yeah,
know.
It's so
and I've
cool.
seen the numbers for it at Combo Breaker, and it's an AM2 produced game.
Yeah. It's like, it's crazy to me. Like,
Fun fact, by the way, I have the game
oh, okay. On like the PS3?
on the GameCube Sonic Gems collection. Yeah. I've had it forever. But I should probably boot it up on Fightcade. On price a little bit.
I don't think it's on Fightcade. I think you have to have that PS3, the
Oh, the RCPS. Yeah. What they did with VF5 Final Showdown.
Yes, that's what they're running it on. And it, honestly, like the Discord is always popping. It's really fun.
Yeah, I've
But
had
yeah.
the pleasure of playing Bathtub Leviathan and that Frosty Chicago player. He's from representing Logan Arcade.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like, my favorite thing about traveling is just meeting all the people that on the other side of the country are still doing the exact same thing I love doing.
Yeah.
And like showing up all these new teams. Like, obviously we're going to see a lot of Sagat and stuff, but other than that, I saw a lot of variants already. So
Well, Sagat's one of those anchor characters. You know, you always want to have like one of those heavy-hitting top tiers in there. So that's always key to do that. Did you tweet the selfie? Because I'll retweet.
Oh, no, I haven't.
I've been lazy. No, you good. You good.
Wait, let me get this crap going.
Oh, what the hell? I didn't even post a selfie.
It just,
I think I already retweeted it, so
just do it in the
I'm just going to do a
replies.
comment in the replies.
Yeah, 'cause we don't pay for freaking X or whatever. We don't need these guys. All right. They might actually be getting started here.
You let us know.
We're live. We're good.
We're live?
I think we're going.
Okay, here we go. CvS2 pulls. We're going to get right into it. Let's skip the commentator introductions. No one cares about that anyway. So we're going to have Pablo next going up against Bathtub Leviathan. So this is going to be Team Hardbody, Pablo the Mex. And I know Bathtub Leviathan from the Logan Arcade. That's not just because that's the name of the sponsor, but we have played before in Combo Breaker, Frosted Houses, around the Midwest region. So he's got that no coast, no kings mentality. And it's going to be our first match here. Winners round one, Capcom versus SSF2 from Fight Kingdom out here in the Pacific Northwest. It's the one and only Team Chris. I'm joined here by my fellow Floridian commentator, White Cry.
Yeah, no, we've traveled across the country just to watch some more CvS2. And frankly, I mean, heck, starting off with Guile Morgan, a very volatile matchup, unless we decide to keep this full screen pressure.
Yeah, Guile with K-Groove, heavy hitter, very strong. All about the boom there, but it's the movement here. It's the flight mechanics. That's the special sauce that you get with Morgan. She's able to take to the sky, succubus style, but still gets caught up in that flash kick, though. But Leviathan can just lower that Y-axis just a little bit, and then next thing you know, you got a flash with no filter.
Yeah, and doing a really nice job of maintaining that space control, not going into their auto combo here. Instead, going to get stuck in this corner while the K-Groove is activated. The Rage is impacting it. Oh, found the nice save, but no confirm.
Yeah, no chain combos there. Morgan does have the chain, similar to that's an anti-air. It's only going to hit a few times. Kind of a waste of a level 3. But, I mean, if you got to get a hit, it's worth the hit. There we go. Use that flight system to basically cork chop over and then bait out the flash kick in the wrong direction.
Hey, there's a JD, and it even gets the punish on the cross-up on incoming there. Nice job to Leviathan.
Yeah, and Morgan has those chain combos similar to VSAP. Now, to explain kind of the way VSAP's chain combos work, very similar to Marvel 2. So if you want to get better at Marvel 2 and learn those combos, VSAP is a great place to pick it up a bit. But if you do those chain combos where she has like medium punch, medium kick, fierce punch, like those kind of things that chain together, you're not able to special cancel out of them in VSAP. So to get the special canceling, you do it from one button and get into it. Fun fact, that also is how A-Groove how you're able to cancel with A-Groove as well. You can't cancel it from chains, but you can cancel it from the first hit of it. That is special cancelable. So,
gotcha.
yeah, but that's another time when we get to A-Groove. We're down 2 characters apiece here. We got Big Boy Season. It's going to be Zangief against Geese.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I mean, Zangief with such oppressive and giant normals in this game, but if somebody can contest it, it's going to be Geese. Huge buttons here, both in rage right now. Nice lariat to keep them off.
Yeah, Larry keeping him down there. Goes with the green hand. Good corner space in there by Pablo, and he is cooking that Geese. Pablo the Mex the Geese may not be part of authentic Mexican cuisine. I think it's more of an Asian dish, but at the same time, he's cooking it, has a 1 character advantage here.
Well, I'll tell you something that definitely is going to lift her out this bracket here is going to be Sagat on anchor, level 2'd, and already dizzied with the Zangief taking the throw here, doing a ton of work already. Got the rage started.
Yeah, and you can see he's already, the big boy mode up to a great start, ripping that anchor out of the bottom of the sea. And you got to deal with the bear here. And because he has that character advantage, it's going to prompt usually the player with the character advantage to work a little bit slowly and lame it out. And look at how much HP he took off of it. He just finishes the food for Pablo the Mex, kind of leaving him like Scar to the hyenas at the end of The Lion King.
No, I mean, honestly, did everything he could possibly do here. Just, cleans that up real quick with an immediate rising, jumping fierce. Excellent stuff to Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo gets a full Sagat to take it up 1-0. See what adjustments Bathtub Leviathan gets. Let's get our instant replay here on that. So Pablo the Mex off to a great start. Just had to get those tiger shots in there. All Leviathan could do is get a JD to avoid the chip. And as soon as he got angry, it was just a little too late. That, as you mentioned, that rising jump takes it. Let's see. So he's still going to stick to his guns here with Morgan, Guile, and Sagat.
Yeah.
You need to play an SNK group to have Morgan. Because if you play a Capcom group, for some reason they take out the things she had in a Capcom game.
Yes, it's such an odd combo. I'm very similar to this team. Oh, actually, the Geese has been replaced by Guile here for Bathtub Leviathan. But it's so hard to
So we have two Guiles now, yeah.
we didn't even notice because their character model is so similar on the character select screen.
Yeah, and really, some of the things, oh, there we go, that's a change. Yeah.
They went for that close heavy punch instead of just getting the knockdown there. Might bite him in the butt here.
Yeah, let's see. And Guile, traditionally, I mean, CvS2, known for his turtle style, only has 2 moves, but it's what you need with the boom and the flash. But you know he means business when he got the normal swinging.
I oftentimes don't see him in the K groove. A lot of our players play him in A. So, very interesting difference in play style just based off of groove alone. Oh, no flash kick there.
Yeah, Pablo the next able to just sneak underneath the radar there to take care of it, and then gets that advantage there with that Guile. He's off to a good start. Continue it there, and then we got Guile mirrors. It's going to be boom on boom on boom.
Yeah, luckily, Pablo at least has already used his rage in that last match here. So Bathtub Leviathan, if he's able to clean this up quick, should have a nice little advantage with rage built, as well as hopefully evening up the characters here quickly. Unless we flash kick in neutral with nothing going on.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have much more meter if there was a little bit more JD going on there, but it looks like they're just holding on to the guard. Next playing fantastic here, and then takes off a good chunk of change off Leviathan's Guile.
Yeah, starting to get a little sketchy there. That guard meter was so low and a lot of HP gone, but honestly, the real hero of the last game is Zangief coming in. That's what he does this time.
Yeah, good JD gets the jump in there. Now he's got the range run into the Sonic Hurricane, and because he's grounded, that's going to be about 45% of his HP.
Yeah, a really solid level 3 here, and continuing this pressure at full screen, even the standing fierce punch.
Yeah, it's a fantastic poke. I mean, he's got a lot of things with his normals, but the flash kick range just... Don't know what he was going for trying to flash kick that lariat. Looked like it was a bit of a long reach, swinging for the fences here. Now Leviathan's down to his last character before being sent to the loser's bracket here. Ratio 2 Sagat, as you mentioned, got that anchor on deck. Let's see where it goes.
Nice. Starting off with that rising tackle kick. We got a nice zoning game here. I mean, we can just play some Street Fighter for a few minutes and keep the Zangief far away.
Yeah, he really needs to keep him all the way at bay, keep him as close to the Soviet Union and as away from the Pacific Northwest as possible, because the last round Zangief gave a lot of damage to Bathtub Leviathan, and now we get to see a true Ratio 2 Sagat mirror.
Yeah, this is kind of what this whole game has been leading up to here. Honestly, our level 1 characters definitely don't matter nearly as much as this damage. And frankly, oftentimes you don't see them zoning quite as much of this with a fireball game because his normals are so oppressive and good, but I like the change in style.
I like the response against getting hit with that Tiger knee, finding that low advantage, gets a Tiger raid, and he's able to, as an anti-air, you're able to get it, and the Tiger genocide caught him hitting buttons there. Pablo the Mex closes it out with the level 3 on top of getting hit with that level 3. Let's look at this replay here, tail of the tape. That pressure of the Guile mirror really set the tone of this second fight here. And Leviathan able to just check him and send it on back. And then with that meter carrying over, it really helped as well with Leviathan's efforts to equalize against Mex's Sagat. But that wake-up level 3 Tiger Genocide is all she wrote as Pablo the Mex advances further into the winner's bracket here.
I wonder what he was pressing on incoming there to try and lock him down, because I hate to say it, if I saw somebody with rage, I'd be giving a lot of respect to that incoming button, because I'm spending it. So
yeah. Yeah, you really want to respect the mechanics there, because it's going to leave a lot of HP getting deleted and washed away, especially when you're trying to gain that edge in the mirror match.
Oh yeah,
It's really about who can make the most of their tools and capitalize on those opportunities. So we're queuing up what's going to be the next match on stream for you, but thank you for joining us here on Riz1 stream. I'm going to be here. We're going to be here quite a bit on this stream.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to be calling a poll for Third Strike Super Turbo Finals tonight. And then we have the week one here, I think, is the 3S semifinals, and then the Virtual Fighter 5 top 8. So I'm going to be camping out a lot on Riz's stream this weekend, and it's fantastic. I got enough drip for it. You know, I got this nice Prince T-shirt that I wanted to show off.
Oh heck yeah!
Who, me? Wait, me? You need me to play? Oh, I don't know if they're calling for me or not, but they're saying, well, I don't want to be holding up the
know where to
bracket.
find you if you're on deck. So we'll deal with that when we have to.
I think, okay, they're calling on Paso. All right, Senior Paso. This is an OG player.
one of my favorite North American CvS2 players. I've seen his, he's had some legendary runs in some tournaments. I know he had a fantastic showing in EVO 2019. Also last year, I think he was near or qualifying for the top 8 in last year's CvS2 tournament at EVO 2024. So great he can make the trip up north here in the Pacific Northwest. Always awesome to see him. He's got his vintage joystick in play, you know, the tried and true.
Yeah, no, they're setting up. I really like the standard of players out here. I've seen a lot of people coming out with the gloves for the Marvel play and being able to match and get through those buttons faster. I'm hoping to see a little bit of that in Vampire Savior tomorrow with some swiping of the keypad to get people off of you. It's just the caliber of player here is very different than what we're used to, I think, in Florida.
And it's really so much because just those games have such unique execution tricks as well. So being able to get some of those mechanics we're looking at, and he's got the chair in front.
Oh yeah,
that's that old OGs. Like they play with the chair in front, or they play on the floor.
Yes,
that style there. And both players using the chair in front. We see Paso wearing that CvS2 artwork of Rolento.
Yeah. Such a fun character in this game. Not quite as broken as, let's say, an Alpha 2, but still a fantastic character to probably run in first and second position, and then have your team carried together with something like a Sagat or a Blanca.
And so the artist on the shirt is...
yeah, the official art, right? That's the Capcom variation, right?
Yeah, yeah. So just trying to say that it's, it's Kinu Nishimura.
Yep. All right, and obviously we just saw Pablo the Mex on here, not altering his team very much, but Senor Paso with the Cami and then the Rolento into the Sagat. Such a great character to anchor any team together, toss him up, and get ready for a great showing here.
Yeah, so the shirt's got the Nishimura art. I just have the anthology of the Street Fighter artists, so I want to make sure that I always point it out and I make sure I get it right.
Senor Paso starting off really strong with those JDs.
Yeah, and it builds up the gauge too. I mean, we're going to see a lot of K-Groove, especially in the Capcom fighting game collection, and the community that's going to come from that. But Pablo the Mex we saw earlier, he's kicking off with Guile here, and originally like that team of Sagat, Guile, Zangief with the K-Groove takes his time, wanted to get a heavy hit there, gets trapped by the dive kick.
Oh, nice jump in there, getting past the Guile pressure, but unfortunately falling victim to it here, but it doesn't matter. We spent it.
It's got the range to do it. You can combo that off of light kick as well, but Payaso means business with it. Takes significant advantage, breaking the defense here of Guile. I want to see who that carries over.
Yeah, this is a much scarier matchup, I feel, for Cammy. You got to deal with normals that are very similar to your own, and a character with a little more HP as well.
Right.
But it's honestly doing an excellent job right now. Every scratch hurts the Zangief so much.
Yeah, there have been some games where Zangief does cause a lot of trouble for Cammy. One thing I like particularly about this game, too, is that Cammy's drill hits low, as well as he's got some buttons that can low-profile Zangief's lariat there. So possibly, if you space it correctly, you can beat it with the stand roundhouse kick. It's an excellent footsie tool to use as well. And using that crouching pierce as an anti-air, that's solid.
Yeah, doing a nice job, even DPing straight in the face, just spending that level 3, hoping the chip is quite enough, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet there, White Pride, because K-Groove gives you the strongest of the level 3s, and with that activated into the level 3, could have created enough chip to go the distance. But if you're not going to get it with K-Groove, you're not going to get it with any of the other level 3s, especially K.
And Pablo immediately stabilizing it, getting to his next character quickly. It's time to see the myth that is hanging out on the t-shirt.
Yeah, so starts with a fresh gauge there because his character went down. Senor Payaso bringing out the red Rolento here.
Excellent stuff there, starting out the pressure with the multi-hitting overhead and going immediately into the lows. The anti-air is perfection right now, locking the Sagat in the corner, dizzying him all the way through. Let's get it.
Gets the record. That's a good bait into that back roll there with no follow-up jump. What he's doing a fantastic job of zoning. Great anti-airs. Oh, that was near the kill. The knife didn't hit there. Missed the toes, and then gets a JD because he has to. Well, that's the only way you can air guard with K-Groove as well. But yeah, that short hop there with the jumping strong, just tried and true as Senor Payaso gets a I guess the Smash Brothers would call this a two-stock.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
A tad bit different in this game, obviously, because I frankly think the monster is still hanging out in the distance over here. But if Senor Payaso doesn't even have to worry about his Sagat, he's going to be very happy with his set right
Now
here.
you see that super there that Payaso hit. It was able to trap Pablo the next one, looked like a short hop.
Yeah.
And caught him there as he was trying to get that mix-up going. So that's going to prove a little bit difficult here. Pablo the next going for a palette switch here, this time with the blue dial from Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. And we're going to see where that goes. But Payaso starting off with Cammy here, who has gone the distance earlier.
Nice, and a great dive kick there to regain some pressure here. Just using those huge normals to get through all of this dial pressure, DPing their way through it right now.
Yeah, and if you're able to have those active frames in there on the startup of the anti-air, you could trade or beat the flash kick. It's not as invincible or having with the traditional vulnerabilities that it's had in the more modern Street Fighter games. See how he corrected him with that close stand and fear, sent him out to the front and was able to get that poke using the confusion of the power. Senor Payaso here taking a quick lead.
Yeah, and doing an excellent job of just maintaining this Cammy pressure.
Ooh, JD to air throw? Oh!
And this is just winner's quarters. I mean, we're like practically one off of pool or round ones here, and this is fantastic gameplay already. Both in rage right now. Let's see who finds the next big hit.
Oh, stand roundhouse here. Oh, but gets that 720. Pablo the next still has a little bit to go, and look at how he gets that stuffed Rayetto pepper of that damage. Oh, but close to the air with the spike. Called that next one and hit a button. He knew Pablo the next still had that grill cooking, still had it going, and said, okay, I'm going to eat a little bit more. Senor Payaso adds a little plate with Cam and spike to the face.
So smart from them right now, and getting those JDs to get a tiny bit of HP left. But I hate to say it, Cammy's probably done her work at this point. Do some belligerent stuff, get a tiny bit of damage left. I mean, honestly, got a whole rage out of it.
Player of Senor Payaso's character, you're going to say that this can't be eaten enough.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great combo. And then the jump back with the dive kick. You can do that in CvS2. Kind of reminds you of DeCapre from Ultra Street Fighter 4.
A little bit.
Yeah, that charge. Thrill had some fearless in the face of Tiger Genocide to complete the OCB. Hey, you know, I know we were hanging out at ATL about a week ago.
Yeah, no
Shout
kidding.
outs to Data FTC over at Max Mode. So I had the pleasure of running in a poke shop and told him I'm a big fan of him, you know. But I have to say right here, Senor Payaso finishing off the second fight. No wraparound style.
Not even oh my gosh, so phenomenal. I mean, what a showing. That was
that
fantastic.
JD to the air throw. I mean, you gotta clip that. You know,
Yes.
you gotta clip that.
No, it goes to the little highlight reel of like, hey, like this is, I want the little clips together on the, God, I can't remember which channel it is.
You know,
Just take it
I
to
mean,
CBS
that
One.
was just such a beautiful exchange. And I got to tell you this. This is a non sequitur, but since we're filling in time for the next match here, I just want to say I'm sick of online dating. It sucks. And it's been ruined with scam and AI slop. So at this point, and I love AI slop. You know, I'm not the one that's anti-AI slop like everyone else. But I just want to say, you know, let's just replace online dating profiles with clips of just defend into air throw.
Oh, dude.
Let's just do that. That's sexy. We can all swipe right on that happily and not get scammed, right?
Easy way to sell me on your dating profile for sure.
That sounded weird. But yeah, not the intended consequence. But you know what? We'll take it because that definitely deserves some views there, you know. And then your Payaso, though, man. He's wearing the Nishimura artwork on the shirt.
Exactly.
But he's rocking the Shinkiru drawn Rolento with that K groove. I see what you're doing there, Payaso. I see that.
I can like the art, I can like the style, but at the end of the day, I'm here to win, and K-Groove's a great way to start
Hey,
that
when
off.
I see Nishimura, I think they're going to start doing the C or the A. They're going to roll cancel on me unless they're using the N groove. But I mean, like, N groove players are from a different cloth. You know, you got to be either maybe you read Bucktooth's guide on it, or you're an Iori player, or you really loved it after reading James Chen's like giant book about it that I read for one weekend. It's one of the greatest pieces of FGC literature, up there with Domination 101.
Yeah, and the will to keep winning.
Oh,
Can't
the will to
forget
keep
that
winning.
one. I mean, that's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, I want to learn more about Daigo's Mahjong phase, you know, as we go here. So we got Wiko and going up against FC Racer. So FC Racer here, he's been calling the brackets, you know, working backstage. Also, I got to say, man, One of my favorite highlights of the Fight Kingdom tournament is this guy's impression of what's the Price. He's the Fight is Right announcer, you know.
Oh yes,
I forgot the name of the Price is Right one. It's like Rod something, but it's legendary.
Yeah, did such a nice job last night. The calling was great. Had a great Virtual Fighter 5 one that you nailed on the dot. So I had a great time with that.
Yeah, because
you
like,
nailed that.
That's the thing about the Fight is Right. It's like if I've been bopped by that combo before, I sure as hell know it. Because when I was a contestant a few years ago, the one I got right was a Golden Axe 2 combo.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, Golden Axe was like the bane of my childhood existence. I mean, it took us 20 years to beat Golden Axe. And that was like therapy, beating Golden Axe, you know?
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like, you're definitely not going to get a Gilius Thunderhead combo wrong there. So, I mean, when I saw Akira get the shoulder against the wall and then 3 of those just frame knees, I mean, someone said, oh, yeah, 10%, because it's just like, it looked like
3 hits or 4.
It looked like 4 normals, but no, that does daddy damage, you know? That does daddy damage, and hopefully we're going to see more of that. Is FC Racer, who's also an Akira player, by the way.
I want to spin a little more. The two playing myself and Nico, we made top 8 last year.
Ooh, wonderful.
okay.
A top 8. A top 8 playoff. Let's get it.
So FC Racer is informed us here on the commentary desk that these two players, Wiko and FC Racer. I know Wiko is here for Marvel vs. Capcom. We were actually hanging out this morning and talking. Awesome people. So 2 top 8 finalists for CvS2, and you can see Wiko doing it old school, the chair in front. That's really like kind of a thing over here in Seattle.
Then obviously, like, the fact that these are 2 top 8 contenders shows you the amount of talent that is hanging out here today, because this is just winners quarters for pools.
They're defenders. Yeah, because they were in top 8 last year of CvS2.
So we have to. It just shows how much talent has really shown up here today. I mean, obviously, this is probably a Marvel 2 tournament through and through, but we've got a lot of great
Marvel
other
2 is
games.
really strong with it. And Third Strike also, because it's always been on the it's been on the juicy circuit for a bit as well. And I mean, 2 years ago we had Justin Wong winning Third Strike, so Third Strike's prestigious. But let's shift gears here and talk about like millionaire fighting up in here. We're running this on the Perfect Naomi Dreamcast. It's the Dreamcast. We're running this on the Dreamcast with the brick converters, which everyone believes is the perfect version of CvS2 as the gods have intended. We're going to see down the road tournaments going to be run on the Capcom Fighting Collection too.
Yes.
And tournaments, by the way, will be run on the original arcade version. Ranked will be run on EO.
Yes.
So just so you know, if you're an EO hater, and you're not a fan of the changes in EO, like myself, having been an Xbox owner, then I was like, all right, I gotta eat this just because I can play it on Xbox. No, just don't play ranked.
Exactly.
But the tournament standard, and what I've mentioned to some of the people we talked to, is tournament standard is going to be continue to get it to the Dreamcast version as you possibly can.
Yep, this is the most fun way to play it, argued by a lot of people, and honestly, the classical talent is showing off why it's so good. But
yeah, and to some of you who, sorry to cut you off,
no, you're fine.
But I wanted to glaze the Dreamcast as much as possible because I'm a Sega fan, obviously. But some people like go, but the PS2, the superior hardware, the better console, and play DVDs. And of course, it outsold every console in existence.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you'll find that there are games that run faster on Dreamcast. There are games side by side with PS2 that the Dreamcast version does run more superior on the Dreamcast GD-ROM.
Yeah, and frankly, like, the difference is noticeable, but we run both the PS2 and the Dreamcast at our local because this game, unfortunately, can take a ton of time and can be very hard to fit within that 3-hour time slot that we give it. So as many consoles as we can possibly give are great. Hopefully there's no issues with the console right now. That's what I'm assuming the delay is at the moment. I mean, it's hard to run this old software with new fight sticks or whatnot.
The brick converter's been fantastic,
They really
but
do.
there have been newer converters as well. Because, it's not just so much the capability of the converter, but it's really like the hardware of a new console. Because now what PS5 becomes a tournament standard, now you have to accommodate for that.
Exactly. Total change. Some of the older sticks won't work on it. I've noticed that my Hori stick on the PlayStation console actually draws too much power if 2 of them are plugged in, so we have to have an additional power source. Or it'll lock your controller out completely. It's such an interesting, weird thing that we had to solve, and props to Skellyy, of course, for figuring it out, the wizard himself.
See, that's interesting because for the Nintendo Switch, I use also the Hori because Hori is great peripherals for the Switch. Yeah.
Not shamefully plugging. Sorry to tell you this, but Hori. My friend for Christmas, Blue Minder, shout outs all the way in Finland. He gave me bought for me 1 year the stand, the portable stand, the Hori one.
Oh,
For
okay.
the
Yeah.
Switch. And you're able to dock it on there and have a portable dock that you can plug into a wall. But you have to have a power source, and usually we use the Anchor battery, like the official Nintendo Switch one, or any portable battery that's worth its salt, and it powers 4 extra USBs.
Wow. I mean, that's quite a lot.
So you can play the Switch portably with 4 extra USBs that are powered, but you just had to connect to a power source. So I don't know if you were able to like add another lithium battery pack in there to get it. Hey, shout outs Riz running the stream. Probably got a jacket game on point.
I think the converter that we had actually has like a classic USB port that we actually were just able to plug into like a phone charger essentially and dock it on the surge protector that we had for it. So
that works too. That's what I love about being a retro player is you're really just finding ways to modernize and improve the conditions of the game. I know the Melee community does like a fantastic job with that as well. Like how much they've had to accommodate for their own competitive scene and the technology there, to the point that newer technologies and advances are often debated whether to embrace or not.
Yeah, I mean, the CRT culture there is so, like, tried and true. They can't really move past it, but they're trying, and that's great.
They're trying, but I can tell you the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to add the GameCube to the library.
Yes,
And I can definitely tell you will never see Melee on there.
That would be a wild shift if it... I would love to see the debate.
I wouldn't even play it.
No.
I mean, I agree. Like, I'm terrible. Like, not even casually good.
I gotcha.
At Melee. But I do enjoy playing Smash.
Yeah, having 4 of your friends out is always a good time.
Yeah, because people come up to me, Final Destination, no items. I say, no. Pokemon Stadium with items.
Only Pokeballs.
At least
get
at a
them.
legal stage, please. Or like the Starbucks level. But but from then on, we're able to have that kind of fun. But even at that level, I still understand and appreciate like kind of those advances. But seeing the way that I've seen CvS2 go from only being inaccessible from kind of having those the super guns in a way, but they weren't available. The super guns are only for CPS2, CPS3.
Yeah.
So you would see actually like a combo breaker. There would be a lot of those makeshift arcade boards that would plug out to CvS2, and how that would be able to play together and get those. But seeing that we're able to now get all controllers connected to the Dreamcast version, get that ready and rolling is fantastic. And having that kind of accessibility really sets things up for leaks. So just so you know, just to update the stream and let you know, because we're not just talking about ourselves here. We're having some issues with the Dreamcast. One console, and believe me, this is, like we said, MVC2 is the lifeblood of my kingdom. So you bet your ass we have a lot of Dreamcasts.
You're stacked and ready, for sure.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, we had Ryo Hazuki delivering them on a forklift. You ever seen that meme where there's like a guy in office on a Dreamcast stacked up?
Yes.
Like, that's me and my
iconic picture, for sure. But even though we do have a ton of these Dreamcasts, they're being used throughout the tournament, so hopefully we're able to find a quick one for stream setup here, get all the software hooked up, because obviously there's audio fixtures that go into it and keeping everything together. But I'm not worried. These guys are professionals. They travel across the country and do this stuff, so we will get things up and running here for you in just a few minutes. But it's a great chance to go take.
Oh, especially on Riz One stream.
Oh yeah,
we've overcome so many different hardware hurdles. So we're just getting that Dreamcast ready, getting it all set up, ready to go.
Yeah, Texas Showdown last year. I remember the side-by-side stands having a little bit of an issue receiving the quality of the broadcast, and we stayed till I think like 1, 2 in the morning. Yeah, finishing up that stream. So that was a blast. I absolutely love that. Oh sure.
Okay.
I gotcha.
So we're testing a little bit more of this experience out here. So we're just troubleshooting the Dreamcast here. I think are we going to take a quick break?
Do the break. Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, get ourselves a question, and we're going to get you right back with Nico versus FC Racer.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, because I think I have a full match.
Japan, Brazil, USA, China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand, America.
I think we're back. We are back live, baby. Yeah, so as we had to move the table a little bit, and then the once we got the drink test, we brought in Sega Sanchiro, and he's like, huh, he wants to play Sega Saturn. And we are back and ready and rolling here to give you this FC Racer going up against Wico. Last year, 2 top 8 finalists, about to throw it down here in the pools. This is a button check, because these characters are weird characters.
Ryo being in already almost dead in the second position? Yeah, probably not.
I mean, he's good in the right hands.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Big Bear, I'm sorry, Raiden. You know he's Big Bear when he doesn't have the mask.
Yes, I know. Such a fun character in this game, too. Has a lot of versatility to his kid.
I know he's going to be coming soon to City of the Wolves.
Yeah.
So definitely going to have it. But when he wears the mask, according to Rome himself, shout out, my favorite SNK commentator, he's a heel when he's got the mask on, but when he's unmasked, he's Big Bear, he's babyface. I think it's kind of a reference to the Japanese wrestler Big Van Vader.
Oh,
who was a
maybe.
big deal.
Yeah.
He was a really big deal in Japan.
I know I recently watched the Fatal Fury movie, the newest one, and he was at like their dinner or something like that, and I like nudged my buddy who knows a lot more about SNK lore, and I was like, I thought he was like a bad guy, and he's like, but he's good.
What year did that movie come out? Which one?
It was the one with the like ancient Egyptian people. I think it's like the first OVA.
The first one?
Yeah.
The one that's like, the song is like, oh, that one?
I almost heard oh, it's such a good movie.
Because I know there's cameos. I know like he's sitting, he shows up in a small scene and does the Raging Storm.
Yeah.
And they talk about how Terry beat up Wolfgang Krauser. And by the way, I do love that Rugal has a few of Krauser's moves, kind of the Kaiser wave.
Exactly, yeah.
Which was a Krauser staple as well. So it looks like we're up here. This looks like a true team here. We go with the SNK group he's using there. You can tell the Synchiro artwork. He's got the block, the Lorenzo, and the Toto.
Yeah, very likely 2K grooves again. I mean, this is just, it's such an incredibly strong groove, and all of these characters benefit from it in very interesting ways. But honestly, I don't often see Relento used in K groove, because again, I see it in the A groove.
Paso was just using it. Paso was just using it in the last fight.
Exactly, yeah.
I think Relento is really, pretty formidable with N groove.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the mobility and defensive options that N groove gives you. I like N groove a lot because if your background is kind of playing you, or if you have really good neutral and you just want to excel with defensive options, N groove is really cool. I know in theory you can get like 2 level 3s and 1 level 2 N groove, but that's never going to happen because one, you got so much going on, you're going to use those options for other things. And to get a level 3 with N groove, you have to install with one of the stocks.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the only character I often see it with is I'm blanking on her name, but the swordsman from The Last Blade.
Oh,
Hibiki, that's it. Yes. We have a wonderful player who plays that and has shown me plenty of tech by taking me out of bracket with it. No, actually, King. Kingly.
Oh, Kingly.
Yeah. Dude did a fantastic job at CEO Taku in the Gundam bracket. There's another button check. No wait. I'm like, a Groove 4 Guile? I'd just be sitting in the corner. Are you kidding me? Get one hit off.
Yeah, a few standard things really make a difference.
I know. I feel like everyone, when they start CvS2, has to get knowledge checked by a level 4, again, losing the names, can't get it, but the Star of Samurai Spirits.
Hamaru.
Yeah.
Hamaru, Toward Fierce. Yeah, I mean, it's funny is when you play characters like Ratio 4 Chun-Li or Ratio 4 Sagat,
Exactly.
you'll see that standing Fierce hits, like Hamaru's sword. As well, just minus that big dramatic pause as you watch your life melt away.
Exactly, yeah. A little bit of the style missing from those massive hits, but definitely the damage still coming up. And we are still checking out some inputs with the CV, or the Dreamcast, rather. Trying to get
with this as well. I mean, we're just here to pull, so we're going to make sure this is steady, smooth sailing, winning top 8. I mean, some people will say, oh, that's like a commentary team, Chris. I'm like, yeah, it's not slow, we're going to use on the gas a little bit more, and it's pedal to the metal.
We've been doing great so far right now. I think we are live with Wiko versus FC Racer here. We're good to go?
Live and let die.
So now we're going to start again. We got the 2 teams on the table. Taker versus C.
Well, no, we're doing a reset quick. Something's not coming together. That's okay. Hey, make sure it's perfect, man. It's a tournament. People paid to be here. Let's make sure they have everything they need.
I was really excited for the True Love Bacon stage. And we're going to pick that level of deck. Alright, so what we saw was K versus C. Ranks are here on the 2P side. Well, they both have SNK grooves. So I think it is going to be K versus K.
Yeah, wouldn't be very surprising against such a strong groove in this game. Oh, we have
A
groove.
Yeah, the character select had Shinichiro's art.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be K versus C. But the character
Excellent.
select screen had Shinichiro's art. That was the weirdest thing.
Well, anyways, we're getting into it now. Blanca, a very hit-and-run character in this game. Incredibly strong, but having to deal with these fireballs by sliding underneath.
Sneaking in that stand fierce there, and then using that back roundhouse to keep at bay. He's got that step-up poke that does a lot of damage there. Now, when you have fast-moving air attacks, you want to be a bit judicious on your plastics. They tend to miss, they can get stuck. It's kind of like Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo, where it got nerfed from being such a dominant anti-air. So a lot of times you'll see that Guile will go to some tools like Air Throw or Crouching Fierce to get more of the job done.
Yeah, they're currently doing a great job of just continuing this Guile pressure and not letting Blanca in and taking really solid trades here, or even just straight punishes with that standing medium punch. Great job to take that out.
Yeah, those are some fantastic responses to the Blanca ball there that we saw on display. I mean, also having that heads-up awareness to see the slow one, which is the time-tested throw mix-up that still hits us here and there. Drop combo there by the Ratio 2 Sagat, which is putting in the middle of this lineup there.
Yeah, really interesting. I guess having a lot of confidence in their Pammy to take out Sagat in that final position. I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think of here, but should be able to take out this Guile pretty quickly with a trade combo. Instead, just taking a lot of this pressure, but it doesn't matter. Standing heavy kick. Snipe you right out of the skies.
Yeah, the clock is really going to be the enemy here if you put a Ratio 2 in the middle of your lineup, because you have to make sure that you're gaining enough life back to justify being able to run in that Sagat mirror at the end. Oh, the jump back and the high Tiger cannon misses. Had the K group on display, but when that timer's run out, it's use it or lose it, so why not go for the chase?
Boom, he's double jabbing to throw here. Has a lot of bar and is trying to get Sagat out of range before they take this big hit, and able to jump over it there. Excellent job.
Yeah, Tiger ready to escape the corner there. With the K group meter expiring and wanting to take over to the other side, Nick will end up coming in, because if you Tiger uppercuts at the Ratio 2, definitely makes a difference, especially against Rolento.
Yeah, and doing a nice job of that crouching fierce punch, but it still has to deal with this jabbing pressure right now. Rolento has done pretty much all the work they can possibly do, just trying to clean up that last bits of HP on Sagat here. And that's going to do it for Rolento. I mean, oh my
Tiger
God.
Raid, but look, the 394 on the timer there. He's not going to get a lot of love in HP-wise.
No.
So, I mean, he's really got to be cautious here because Scott can take advantage and have that ratio 2-1. Almost got it with the roundhouse. And then the high Tiger's out. Watch his step. Did not enough. SC Racer kind of gestured there. This guy has got the ratio 2 against 1 advantage here.
Yeah, and this is such a huge mountain. I mean, obviously, if you know anything about CvS2, you might, or if you don't know anything about CvS2, you might think this is a pretty even match here. Last character with full HP going on each, but Sagat with a level 3 completely available, and a Cammy being a whole level weaker. Oh, we are in danger.
Yeah, that little fierce there, especially ratio 1 versus 2 versus 1. You want to avoid getting poked as much as you can here, but Cammy's a very strong character. I mean, I know a few friends as well who classify her in the top tier, but in other tier lists, she's considered going to be nobody home there.
Let's slow.
Yeah, you want to get it in like kind of sleep range because that's where it hits low.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to get a dash in there before that activation, but I mean, right now the Cammy kind of making a little bit of a comeback, but unfortunately we are just a crouching heavy punch away from death on Cammy's side.
Yeah, that jump back doesn't help here. That was really good momentum there swinging back, but has to close the distance. Racer's going to continue with the Tiger shots there to get the first point. It was a 2-1 advantage at the end. Now, Rolento was really what made it special for Racer here because he was just able to take as much stripes off the Tiger as you possibly could to overcoming that ratio 2. But there was just nothing left when Sagat was matched against Racer's ratio 2.
Yeah, no. FC Racer did an excellent job of jab checking with the Rolento, really put in the work with that character. And again, not necessarily the greatest character in A group because you're kind of essentially going for a bet with his supers. I'd honestly rather see him in the first position, but I understand why we're throwing Guile there to deal with this Blanca and control that mid-screen space.
Yeah, Racer had some great responses there as well, and good use of his buttons. Guile's got a great reach game, a great poke game as well, and that could prove problematic for such a strong character like Blanca.
Yeah, and already obviously knows the punish. I mean, heck, if you've ever played CvS2, you know how to get these punishes in if your character has them specifically. So.
Yeah, because Rico's blockers in K group, it does not have the amenity of roll cancel lightning, which we've seen players like Jamali get a lot of mileage out of. He loves doing that.
Mileage, heck, he's running across the country all the way over here for it. I mean, it is a crazy button. Oh, nice.
Yeah, but anti-air doesn't need the buffer roll with that one. Alright, now he's angry, so he's going to channel Sleep right now, but the Sonic Boom is too safe. And the Sonic Hurricanes season starts a little early, doesn't it?
And it took him all the way into rage again there.
2 level 3s in 1 round there. And still has him at 40% of his HP. Slides in those DMs, slides again from that space it's safe. Neutral jump mistimed a little bit, and the chip, you can tell because of the way he fell. The teardrops come out. Give this man a block of cheese in Street Fighter Alpha. Alpha 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice jab check there by FC Racer, getting in these tiny little pokes, not committing to too much, but doesn't need to. We do have the Sagat on the anchor this time. I'm almost curious if that was a misplacement the first time.
Yeah, credit to Wico. I mean, I thought the ratio went Candy and achieved very well, being able to land a hooligan combination throw. And it definitely did a good job getting up against Racer Sagat, but has to close out against this defensive wall. It's going to continue to benefit FC Racer to take off as much time as he can with this Guile, so he's invited to get that turtle wax and just polish the bus.
Yeah, and frankly, like, this defensive play is really solid right now, but that air throw is going to clean it up. FC Racer finally losing the Guile.
That's just a nasty airborne Hurricane Rana. Jamie getting the job done here, and they're pretty much on even footing here. Remember, this rematch of last year's top 8. They got to throw down here in winner's quarters.
Rolento doing such a good job of activating that range and then staying as far away as humanly possible. You don't have to deal with this Cammy.
Oh! Yeah, he finds it. So probably got an overextension there with the stick there. So Rolento's hurt box is wider than most, and that back jump there deletes the level 3.
Yeah, that's a huge waste of meter here. Might need that a lot, but has a great chance to start building it back. But if he confirm here, is going to start that process. The level 3 is making
Ooh,
that
good
jump,
one,
not
good one.
save.
Yeah, good one. Gets full damage there. Meshes wisely. Those kick lines of the spiral arrow hits low. It's always a knowledge check against players. They got to commit to that. I think it was in Street Fighter 4 it also hits low, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't played this at 4 in a minute, though.
Yeah, I have. I just haven't played against gaming.
Yeah, but most Street Fighter games, it hits, it's just yeah.
Really nice. And Wiko's going to lose that candy onto the Sagat. Very close to the meter, and has luckily built up a lot of that see-through almost all the way to full again. Let's see what we can do here with it.
Yeah, Racer's done a good job of flying above the radar, being able to avoid some anti-airs. So, that was good. I was just going to say he's been effective at removing some of Sagat's HP, but Wiko with that clean anti-air, he's got marble reactions. You don't want to test those.
Yeah, a wonderful TV there. I mean, just checked him in the fullest. Let's roll.
Rolling straight into the standing fierce.
Now, I'm curious if that was supposed to be a deep here. This was a great read for one.
Yeah, so Wiko is the Sagat that's currently angry, but also you'll notice it's definitely it's Sagat who's been to the tanning booth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit darker. The nice black blue tie shorts.
I think they're basketball shorts, to be honest.
They look like them a little bit.
I think
You're the normal.
You know, growing up in Miami, I used to play CvS2 in the hood. So we would talk about, like some people would refer to Sagat as, I want the basketball shorts, High tiger shot, low profiles up there. Oh, haymaker with that stand fierce. Good job by Racer. I don't know what he was looking for, that high tiger shot there. But able to roll through, get that stand fierce to the face.
Yeah. And a very slow match. Both of our players not really wanting to commit to too much, but finally the small committal options took it all the way to the victory there. And great rolls on FC Racer's part to close that gap and put everything together.
Yeah, fantastic reaction to close it out and advance over to the winner's semifinal of the pool. FC Racer able to take over with a strong performance. I think another player that we have in the bracket that we're going to see next is the legendary Pat the Flip.
Oh, okay.
No, he's just gesturing, but he's in the bracket, so
Oh, okay.
you will see him stream. I know you, Pat the Flip Addicts or the Flip Fanatics. There we go.
Flip Fanatic,
are gonna
yeah, that's a fancy one.
Yeah, you could coin that. Just don't hashtag it, and you'll see more of that down the road as we put it together. So.
Yeah.
We're putting together the bracket here. We got you more CvS2X coming your way. I see off-screen Type the Flip is currently playing against P. Skellyy.
Oh, that'll be. It's such a good match. I want to see
your
that.
boy from the Retro Revival Boys making the trip out there. I'll be making the trip up to you guys to see y'all next week.
Yeah, looking forward to that. But
And we got some improvements here. We got a ring light. We got, things are coming into place here. And there you see Senor Paso chatting about the bracket.
putting everything together over here. This venue for Fight Kingdom has been so nice so far. This hotel
great,
is fantastic. I mean, the way they've set up the consoles and the setup to our staff here at FK is wonderful. I just want to, I'm just really enjoying my time here so far.
I haven't gotten into the staff room if there is one, but I did spend some time outside, and Redmond is beautiful.
From coming from Florida, this weather is such a treat.
But I mean, the last few years, the venue was nice, and it was in Everett.
Oh, okay.
And everybody was just telling me, Everett's a very interesting part of Seattle. And going outside, it definitely, I walked around a few miles.
Like Daytona?
I wouldn't say there, no. Daytona is a very special place. I mean, one that I still visit there, even outside of CEO being there as well.
Of course. Yeah.
So we're Florida boys, so we understand how Daytona is. No, I wouldn't say that. But I do want to say that Redmond is gorgeous.
It is. It's a very nice town. Very inviting people that I've gone to shops into a little bit while I've been exploring around. So I'm enjoying it a whole bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought Everett was nice.
Yes.
Like, I liked walking through it. I thought it was just a nice suburban area. But when coming out here in Redmond, I'm like, whoa, okay, yeah. So it's a nice walk I took through the plaza. If I got time tonight and Super Turbo runs fast, unless you hold it up, Riz, I'm watching you. Riz is going to be joining me on commentary and
wonderful.
run the stream of Super Turbo later on tonight. So if we got time after that, I look forward to trying some Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
and see how that all plays out. Let me.
Other than that, I think we have seen. Oh, obviously we've seen one of these players already on here, but I think we're on a loser's side at the moment. Yeah, we have a.
Oh my god, I can't bring that over.
Oh no!
No, we got the NVIDIA GPU settings in the way right now.
And like, if you pull the mouse on this monitor, I can. I'll scroll it over to you. All right. And it looks like we are for sure seeing some more Rolento. The shirt is back, and obviously FC Racer still rocking it like last time. I think this is. Yeah. We good. I mean, heck, we've seen a lot of the same teams right now. These players have clearly kind of defined this this North meta right now. They're kind of playing with Greatkat, and we're just running right into it. They're full sending this.
I think this may be winners semis because they had both just won in winners quarters. Now we saw someone win and get to Senor Paso, and then Senor Paso with Volento was doing work.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing so many button checks earlier. I'm sure we're just catching up with it at the moment.
Yeah, but now
No
it's
issues
smooth.
there.
But now it's smooth sailing out here. We got it all in the right place. We're rolling with it.
And finding some great hits there. A bad flash kick is going to get punished with a sweep, and heck, not letting him roll in with these jab checks.
Good chase, able to tuck out of that throw even when you roll. I mean, that's one of the weaknesses of rolls is that it can be thrown if you react correctly to it, but Senor Paso's got the spacing. The short hop strong, hits about a few times, gets two of them to connect to get the first character off the board.
Yeah, such a great check and get off the button. Even doesn't pop the range here. Senor Paso doing such a nice job of keeping this consistent. Pulling it off and punching to activated X for 35% damage is on deck. Let's get some hits in before it leaves.
Yeah, but wisely, FC Racer going across the screen there to force the chase, but not just running away, not just playing too passive. Oh, what a cross up! Yeah, the conversion after being stuck by Senor Paso. You can see FC Racer just trying to get him away, but Paso's been able to hit some of those home runs.
Yeah, doing an excellent job there. The JC to keep this pressure off of. Finally finds a gap in the pressure. Is just trying to chip with that final Rekka sequence, but has almost no HP. Needs to clean this up, but instead the jumping light punch is just going to check him out of the air.
Yeah, jumping light punch gets the job done.
We made it all the way to the Sagat with our level 1 Rolento right now.
Yeah, we saw earlier with the ratio 1, Paso was able to OCV fashion the Pablo the Mex, so we saw a few matches earlier. So interesting to see how that plays out. Got the K group going on. He still has enough to get the groove activated and still capitalize on that damage boost on top of the that powerful level 3.
Kind of finding his own throw loops right here, staying out of that dangerous range with Sagat. You know, it already knows his Rolento has done enough work with that instant low. I mean, my gosh, and the damage is insane.
Yeah, that level 3 Tiger Raid too. Because it hits slow, you can work it in some advantage that you see they're overcommitting to using standing normals.
Exactly.
But that's how you find that opening there. And you see, and the damage is no joke from the level 3 of C Groove. That damage was really able to take off a lot.
Yeah, no, if it commits to anything, it's a 0 frame normal, man. It will check you from anywhere within that, short little range. All right. These big buttons, able to contest Sagat at the moment, but not do anything too crazy.
Yeah, to stand fierce, keeping Paso's Cammy grounded here.
Oh, big punish here. Instead, just goes for that DP, continues his pressure. Nice dive kick to keep it their turn.
Yeah, that dive kick hits very low. Paso's able to keep on going.
But we also have level 2 on Sagat. I think it's a really good opportunity here to spend it against Bummy, but the double JD.
Oh, so close. Even with the damage boost off that throw, being able to take it, but one hit away from Paso getting up the first point.
And a perfect Street Fighter movement, man. Jumping with a small delay. Dive kicking in over the fireball and securing that round.
And you saw Tiger Raid really turn the tide there. Paso really got closer to having FC Racer on the ropes there, how that plays out. So now up 1-0. Paso, let's see what adjustments FC Racer makes, if any.
Oh, I see hovering that dictator. I'd love to see some of that, but I'm never going to keep it sitting.
So yeah, I just wanted to confirm it because I received a note of correction here that I want to mention. And so when you look at the character select screen, the SNK characters are drawn in the Capcom art, and the Capcom characters are drawn in the SNK art. So the thing is, I rarely see the versus mode because I mostly play arcade.
Exactly.
I only see versus mode screen actually seen on streams at tournaments, but even in tournament, I actually like to play the arcade mode because I just keep my same team and group.
And it's so nice to see the new challenger approaches screen. It makes you feel right at home.
Right, that's a good jab check against that pogo stick there. Being able to get that low profile, then send him up. Racer off to a better start than before, and then getting very close to getting that level 3 on the deck. Big scoop.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kyle back throw. He's trying to actually chase down his opponent, so he double dashes himself into a problem there. Oh.
With the K-Group expiring, it's a use it or lose it situation. Caught the Sonic boom. You throw the boom. I'm going to throw you by the boom.
Oh my God. Use it or lose it is an understatement. He lost that whole character. My gosh. What a powerful super.
Yeah, had nothing to lose throwing it out there. And then it was able to just go literally hook, line, and sinker. Let's see Racer's Valento respond.
Oh, nice.
Gets very close to a guard break now. There it is. Guard got crushed. Patriot Sickle didn't finish though. Left him third hand of the racket on the table for Paso. A rare drop here as he's very getting near, flirting with an almost OCB situation.
I'm assuming with all this bar on C groove that we're holding on to, we should be fine. Honestly, I think doing a tiny bit better than last match, but we need to close it, potentially just start the range here before we get to Sagat in the final position.
Yeah, is Paso aware of the approach and the options that Racer's throwing out? So see how he's wisely jumping back and just doing the right things you want to do against Rolento. As now he's on match point and another potential no-round Brown on deck here.
Yeah, this is really scary right now. I mean, obviously we're going to see the K group start immediately. If Sagat throws out a button while Rolento is grounded, we should immediately see that level 3 into probably like a third of Sagat HP.
Yeah, JD will help a lot get it over the edge. So Racer's going to be a little more judicious about throwing those Tiger shots and running the risk of getting that damage boost and the super on deck, because if it does, it's OCV City for Senor Paso.
Yeah, and taking a ton of damage out of that guard. You cannot roll away from this pressure. Instead, getting thrown into the corner. And we do have that activated.
Yeah, gets it with a JD, but now his life significantly lower. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, you see him back rolling and buffering that level 3, just waiting for Sagat to think I can throw a fireball here for safety.
Yeah, that's a clean escape from the corner there by Racer. And then used that Tiger knee. He had advantage, but he just hit the wrong button, whipping the standing normal there to give Paso back his turn. The guard is crushed. It's going to be enough. No, he's going to back him a little bit. This one might off the jump in. The pogo happens. He's running. Running. He's got that K group. Throws a knife. Ducks underneath it.
Great throw break there.
Yeah, he's just checking that approach. Trying to catch him on the back dash there with a lower level, with a level 1 Tiger rated. But nobody home for Racer. Let's see the Tiger shot. Not enough to chip, though. Not enough to chip, and Paso still has a sliver of the life lead. Not anymore. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Racer worked for it to avoid the OCB, and, you know, I respect that.
Absolutely. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think winning this round is probably out of contention at the moment, but not getting OCB feels fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a lot to beat the Tammy as that jumping just happens and closes it out for Senor Paso as he advances further in the winner's bracket. I think it's going to be over to winner's final, but let's take a look at the tape here. That crossover, what I like is, I don't know if they're going to show that. But starts with that. Oh, yeah, he threw out the standing roundhouse there. I think that may have been, I don't know if he was trying to build some meter with that in his C groove or what he was trying to do with that.
I think he had been often rolling back and then command normal jumping in. So he was probably trying to get a normal out there and didn't recognize that the meter was about to just take him out.
Because holding back and roundhouse or pressing back and short, you're going to be able to maintain your charge so you can advance forward and still throw a boom. And Paso being able to read that and then just grabbing him by the boot, almost making it look like he had that booby trap set up as the K groove expired. Great stuff from Paso, and he's definitely a favorite in this bracket, and we'll see more of him. Put in work in the top 8 that you'll see throughout this tournament, because we're streaming more pools, we're streaming more top 8s. I'm really thrilled to see CvS2 on a stage like this as well.
Yeah, this is so cool. I mean, obviously we have like 2 weeks until the collection fully drops, and we get to see hopefully a whole new generation of players coming in, a whole bunch of old heads giving them lessons online, whether it be in ranked or whatever it's going to be.
Or the old, the Justin Wong. Welcome to the real world.
Welcome to the real world, dude. It's going to be a lot of Sagat showing off the real world.
Right. Oh, from Blanca too, no doubt.
Oh, I'm certain.
You're going to see a lot of those direct lightnings happening as well.
Yes.
The only thing I'm really excited about in playing ranked with EO is the buffs that P Groove has, where now it has special canceling.
Yes,
which
of
it
course.
should have always had, because that was a third strike thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
And then also,
I'm a filthy gay group player, so I'm eating great. I'm doing
Oh,
loving
yeah,
life.
of course, yeah. But also at the same time, like some of the characters that were deemed top tier in EO get like a 5% reduction in damage, in health, and then some of the lower tiers got a 5% boost. And I just want to shout out again, like Brett from Canada, Psycho Chronic, who wrote a really good guide on all the changes in EO. So, of course, the poster of it, the front headline is no more roll canceling. But at the same time, there's other changes as well. Like, for instance, in A Groove, you can't. I'm not an A Groove player, so I'm going to struggle a little bit to explain this. But I did read some fantastic guides. I want to combine some knowledge here from Psycho Chronic's guide as well as what I picked up from reading Gunter's Everything You Want to Know About A Groove guide. Please look that up on Twitter. It's really fantastic. It's written by a really great A Groove practitioner in Japan, and who lives in Japan. But the change in A Groove, I mean, I know people say it's dead on arrival without roll canceling, but in the original arcade version of A Groove, and please correct me if I'm misrepresenting your groove, is that in the iteration that we're playing here, you can't, like, activating from a jumping attack, you can't do it.
I'm not aware of that, so I don't think so.
You can air activate, but you can't, like, whiff a jumping attack and activate. I mean, that's what Psycho Chronic's guide would say as well. And also referencing the Super Combo wiki as well, which is a fantastic read. Also, if you want to get like quicker reads, you don't want to read like books of from the game facts, I'm telling you where to go. And also, if you want to take a deep dive and digest some of that information, we have that. But in EO, you can whip an air normal and activate into A Groove. So that does help. But I know that 9.9999999 CvS2 A Groove players would much rather have the roll cancel with all the stuff you see going on with it. And frankly, I agree. I am also of the school of thought as well. I mean, even though I had on a podcast where I've been inviting people who hate roll canceling.
I saw you saw the first one with Dr. B, right?
Dr. B mentioning that this game is kind of supposed to be a mix, a clash of different fighting styles, like Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, some Art of Fighting, Darkstalkers, and Street Fighter.
So many great titles.
Right.
Certainly.
Where does roll canceling come from within any of those? Because it's an unintended glitch, so it doesn't embody the fighting style of any games. So as Dr. B would say, we're not playing Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, or Street Fighter. We're just playing what is pretty much the drive rush slop of CvS2. And
that's hysterical.
And I respect that argument because some of my best friends that I grew up playing CvS2 with, them watching the episode, actually heavily agreed with Dr. B. And a lot of viewers did.
Of course. I mean, I was such a fantastic player of CvS2. Has a great voice for it. The only thing I would say to that without listening to the podcast is, I guess that CvS2 to some people, right, roll canceling is the thing that melds this game together in some sense, if that makes sense. Anything with a roll.
But if you want to know me, my perspective, I'm with Boss.
Okay.
I'm with Maximilian. And I'm with Gunter. I'm with a lot of other people that, I mean, the A Groove guide refers to roll canceling as a game-saving mechanic. And a lot of people are of that school of thought, and you can rightfully believe that as well.
Exactly.
You truly can. We're going to give you an update on where we are competitive-wise on the next match in a second. I'm going to give you that information when it comes in.
Exactly.
But Maximilian brought up a great point, which Boss retweeted as well. And I always love Boss's reasoning around it because Boss is the GOAT of this game. I mean, and the competition he faces in Japan with some of the great names there as well that throw down with him. I respect that opinion. But Maximilian did a very fantastic job of kind of simplifying it and saying that roll canceling was able to create and establish a metagame around it that was able to make A Groove competitive against K Groove and And what I mean, P Groove I feel like does get love in EO, but it's not really considered like something that is as broken groove as K Groove is.
Yeah.
Because I know that in some tournaments in Japan back in the day, there were K Groove banned tournaments as well.
I wasn't aware of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's so strong.
Yeah, going back to IRC chat, they talked about roll canceling being banned in tournaments, and I'm like, who the hell's going to enforce that?
Yeah, and how would you enforce that?
How would you enforce that?
I'm trying to roll and also buffer a normal, and I get.
Oh, my normal
my
didn't
bad.
trade with Blanca's headbutt. You see
Get
that?
him out of here.
Load the
TO,
replay.
TO.
Yeah, TO. Right. You're just gonna stop playing in the middle of the match and go TO. Like that's some like. I mean, if there was a rule and they were actually able to DQ you on the fly for that, I'll tell you, I look forward.
1984.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I look forward to seeing some Eddie Guerrero type tactics to try to draw the DQ because that's some of the stuff I'd be doing. But I digress. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, actually, just to bring up things that hard to enforce, with the MVC2 collection over there, well, the low-tier tournament last night, we actually banned the Juggernaut glitch, and in my brain, I was like, oh, that's going to be such a hard thing to enforce, because sometimes you just want to switch off of Juggernaut and still have the buff active. Like, how do you do that? Well, the collection actually has the ability to just turn it off completely, which is fantastic.
Awesome.
So, like, players are actually able to play that character and not have it be, I guess, the scummy way of using said character.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna correct the names here in the meantime, but I know both of them. It's back to Leviathan, who we saw earlier, and he's going up against Keith Skellyy from Orlando, the Retro Revival. Love seeing all these East Coast boys making it up here in Pacific Northwest, man.
He's got such a nice shirt on. What can I say?
You know, it's like you're in correlation here. So
of course.
And then also Pat behind him's got the other Retro Revival, Greatkat and Liquid Richard behind. Great people here. And on the bottom screen there, we got Dennis, the head TO of this game, doing the fantastic work that he does. What I love about Dennis is when I do consecutive travel. I was just talking with this guy over in Atlanta, over at Maxwell. We were just talking over at Maxwell. So, yeah, fantastic to see. So I think we're past some button checks. I think they'll let us know if we'll get into it because I don't want to tease you guys in the chat. I've already given you guys enough stuff to be heated about it. It's just pools, you know.
Exactly. We can save the real controversial stuff for finals. In the meanwhile, we got a Ryu on decks, a character we haven't got to see yet. And Skelly's been rocking this very recently and putting in a lot of work. I mean, obviously plays it in Super Turbo, puts everything together, and we should be seeing C Groove as well from him. But he does have the
Leviathan with the K Groove that we saw earlier. You know, and Leviathan also, I mean, he's got a background in Vampire Savior because he's from the Midwest. And if you're playing fighting games in the Midwest and you're not playing VSAV, what are you doing with your life, you know?
Heck, if you're playing fighting games, why aren't you playing VSAV? It's such a great game.
Play more VSAV. Fantastic game. I'm telling you that as a Felicia player who tried to play Morgan and failed. So getting this out of Morgan. And we've seen Morgan used in the right hand, especially with K Groove. I know Vicky Viper. She has a fantastic offense going on with Kager Morgan as well, and gets a lot of really good side switches with it. And what we saw Leviathan do, being able to change directions later. And Skelly's off to a great start here. Look at that guard crushing there.
Unfortunate, but nice. Gonna just spend a level 2 or 1 there.
Yeah, the reason for doing that super for full screen, I mean, you're losing the Kager, so might as well get something that gets some damage on the table. Skellyy does a fantastic job with the neutral here to get off to a great start. And you were talking like he does actually. He's been practicing with this team and he's proven strong. I mean, he's got a great scene in Orlando to play with talented players like Javali and Ben Reed.
Of course. Plenty of others in our local as well. But I was going to say, I think Leviathan has almost my team in there, but unfortunately this is a Guile and not a...
that was awesome. Goes with the level 2 and he cancels it to be able to use the corner to get that Tatsu after connecting with the Shinku Hadouken. That was awesome. And then
he's freaking Super Turbo player.
He's an alpha Super Turbo player because he's got those jump back Tatsus to build more of the meter and now taking a 2-character advantage. Skellyy here really on a roll here. He can really come in from the East Coast here with an OCV to score the first point. Now this is loser semifinals here.
We are fighting for our tournament lives right now, and frankly, Ryu versus Sagat, while it might be canon, the level difference here is going to show off how strong Sagat truly can be. We're getting those roll DPs and beating him out as well.
Yeah, that's a good bait. I wanted to mention Skellyy also earlier had that Shoryuken call out. Knew that a button was going to be hit by Leviathan's Guile that we saw previously. So now he's backing up. Ratio 2 plus that damage buff with K Groove. is no bueno.
And catches him, but doesn't get that full damage.
No dice with the Tiger Genocide there. Being able to catch him. Skellyy saves some of that meter there.
Ooh, same sign. That was really ambiguous there.
Yeah, wants to save the meter for the for where it plays out with the rest of the cast. That Tiger D was too safe. No one there in the stand. Fierce gives bathtub Leviathan a little bit of breathing room there. There he is. You can see him taking a breath there. That stand Fierce has bailed so many Sagats out of so many situations.
No, I completely understand that breath of fresh air. I mean, Skellyy can be a very impressive player to play against. And keeping it consistent here.
Every time I play against him, I win the first fight, he wins the second fight, and then the third fight ends in a double KO. This has happened like more times than once. I'm just letting you know.
Of course. And right now the Cammy just going to have to get through the onslaught of fireballs, or if he wants, just take his time here. Oh, I like that option.
Yep.
So smart. Had to JD through that entire sequence, but back to Leviathan. Quite ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, he matched wisely. Let's look at this replay here and see on deck. Skellyy just did fantastic work there, getting that chip kill, and then getting that character advantage as well is also going to be fantastic here.
It's kind of weird because even though Ryu is a very solid character in this game, so many characters have interesting and unique mechanics that give them an edge in CvS2 that you don't often see the tried and true Shoto showing up. So
by the way, I want to issue another correction for myself because I'm talking too much, you know?
Hey, we got lots of time to do it. We're going to make some mistakes.
Of course. But you see, they're playing in an arcade mode ratio match with the versus character select screen.
Yes.
So I just think, I wanted to say they weren't on the versus mode, but that's because we're using the Dreamcast version.
Yeah.
That's the version that we are using here, and I'm okay with that. I'm a Naomi guy, you know?
Of course, a nice roll there from Skellyy, keeping it moving here, but the jabs from Leviathan right now, putting in a lot more work than we were doing last time with the Morgan.
Yeah, see a medium kick gets a low crunch, was able to push Skellyy back. Skellyy was able to get out of this round with about 60% of that significant life lead, but now
Whip is not punished. Instead, we're buffering that DP on incoming, trying to spend this rage art.
I like how it faked it there. Because also at the same time, when you see that startup and how Morgan looks like coming from the air, it looks like she's instantly got like that Raging Demon input where she gets that that illusion of both her and the mirror image. So it looks like kind of a fake out game that Leviathan was going there, but Skellyy did not take the bait.
Yeah. No, I can see what we're going for, but unfortunately it's not going to work against Skellyy. He's fought my Morgana many times and plenty of others.
Well, it's a good trade there with the red fireball. And then using that Shinku Hadouken to keep him backed up. Solar Plexus chases his approach.
Nice, and getting some quick change here. Just needs to delay the timer a little bit while we allow the rage to time out. Or maybe just clean this up with a big hit here. Tatsu away to level 2.
To beat the Hurricane. That was awesome. You just got one storm over the other. Getting avoided there. That is definitely something you see only in Florida. Leviathan, though, connects to that stand roundhouse here. He's got a sliver of guile and a full ratio 2 Sagat left for his tournament life here.
Yeah, I mean, Leviathan's goal here is obviously going to be get a couple JDs in, get this K groove with as much HP as I can, and maybe sneak in a level 3. All right.
Yeah, if he's able to get that Sonic Hurricane, which you can link off crouching medium kick, which is also a historically great poke for Guile. But yeah, just takes that misstep, jump into approach. Skellyy able to get that low short. And now he's got a 2-character advantage here on top of having level 1 on deck. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the chip out. A little too much damage on the Sagat at the moment, or a little too much HP with the Sagat at the moment, but the throws in the corner can definitely start the pressure in his advantage.
Yeah, match point here for Pat Skellyy. See where it plays out. Just patiently throwing out Leviathan, throwing out some of those Tiger shots. He's really trying to just maintain trying to beat Cammy with the most HP as much as possible. So reliance on a zoning game and then finding ways to open up and punish, because that's going to be bad news.
Oh, doesn't opt for the jump over cross up. Is too nervous of that DP. Just gives the space for the rage to go through. Oh, and are we blocking? Yes, we got it. Don't try and punish.
Yeah, good block against Tiger Raid, but has that frame advantage that disallows for being able to punish with it. And Leviathan is able to take out this Cammy. But with 505 on the clock, his health bar gauge, is not going to go like further past the guard break meter.
Exactly.
So against ratio 2, Pat Skellyy with a full tank here of C-Groove. and he knows how to use it.
Oh yeah, certainly. While I will admit, I don't think Sagat is necessarily his best character in the lineup. It's still Sagat, and it doesn't matter. Crouching heavy punch will carry you to victory. Excellent job to Skellyy.
Yeah, with those haymakers, able to take care of business there and push back. Skellyy advances further and past the losers semifinals round here, and we'll see where that goes.
Still pulls everything together, and obviously I'm hoping we get to see him back on the sticks here in a little bit, because I want to watch.
Yeah, he advances to the losers final, which I'm pretty sure will be streamed. Winner of that makes it over to the top 8, and that would be great to get that Fight Kingdom top 8 medal.
Absolutely.
For Team Retro Revival. I know you guys will be flexing it next week over in Orlando, same venue, the district, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll be taking that main stage area that we always do.
I can make it because one, the bright line is a thing.
Yes, absolutely.
And two, one of my best friends is in Oviedo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not quite Oviedo, on the edge of it in Winter Park.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got kind of a family reunion of me and my 4 best friends that will be. So I'll be in town for that, and it's going to be a CvS2 bracket. So if you're in the area in Orlando, please hit us up. It's a fantastic tournament as well.
And obviously, we stream it over at Retro Revival FGC. So
if
not, we'll do the videos for it. But I think we stream it.
Yeah, it does get streamed. Top 4 gets to be in a photo.
Yes.
So
and usually payouts.
Usually payouts, and like, man, last time I made a photo for Retro Revival, I was looking a little large. But
no, you're looking great now, so we're doing awesome.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Hell yeah.
I finally was able to post a selfie that got some likes today, so we're getting there as well. I think Racer's coming back.
Excellent.
So FC Racer, I think, is setting up here, and I think he's got the ThaDeezo in the ear, but the ThaDeezo, I don't know if that's water in his hand or not. I will not comment.
Speaking of water, where's my bag? See that bright yellow orange thing anywhere? I see it. It's over on the cab. Don't worry about it.
It's over there.
I'll get it at some point.
Yeah, they'll get it for us. I mean, we're working, so we'll get it. So I think Racer is mounting up here. I don't know who he's against in bracket. I was hoping to get Pat the Flip to come on. Yeah. Just because I'm a big fan of Pat the Flip. You know, he's fantastic. Great dude.
Yeah, we've seen him already, right?
No, we have not seen Pat the Flip yet. We've seen a lot of Senor Paso, and he's fantastic. Hey, I can watch Senor Paso play all day. You know, I'm sure. Chat.
That game was great.
Permission to address the court is chat. Chat, I know, would also enjoy seeing that, and that's what we're about. We're about displaying great talent. You know. I know in another pool we have Onakage.
Yes,
that's my
boy.
So
many talented people up here.
I got to commentate EVO 2022 CvS2 with them.
Crazy.
Fantastic stuff, you know.
Yeah,
and it's and this is going to be FC Racer against Pablo the Mex.
Excellent.
Pablo the Mex. If this is losers semis, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it might be on the other side of that bracket, setting up for their final matches before we have to move on to
What? So this is a top 8 qualifier. It's going to be FC Racer against Pablo?
Yeah.
Racer against Pablo?
It's very loud in here.
FC Racer against Pablo. Yeah. Venue's loud.
It is.
Yeah.
People are getting super hype. I mean, we have Tekken on the main setup over there. I think we had Guilty Gear X or XX on our tertiary stream setup, and obviously Riz1 holding it down with the classics. CvS2 here for a bit, and then I think after this, main stage is actually taking over CvS2 for our top 8 plays. So, in the meanwhile, you guys are stuck with us, hanging out here with CvS2 pools. Moving.
Yeah, it's going to be a top 8 qualifier here. Pablo the Mex, who we saw earlier, had a strong performance against Bathtub Leviathan, and then Sense Illusion by Senor Paso goes up against FC Racer, who also suffered defeat at the hands of Senor Paso.
Both of our players going to be fiending for that run back. I know nobody likes losing, but somebody has to die here today.
All I can think about is Jon Favreau making a cameo on Seinfeld, where he played the clown at that party, and he didn't know who Bozo the clown was, and he tells George, "You're stuck on a clown from the '60s, dude." and then George sets the house on fire and shoves the grandma out the way. Hilarity ensues.
We get the laugh track going, but in the meanwhile,
don't forget the slap bass. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get this show on the road, though. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah. Got the Guile already started in rage mode here. The Relento saying that very evasive game plan that he's so famous for.
Yeah, you're going to see, okay, he's out of the range, so there's no super you can throw on the table just to get a little bit of chip. They're doing it.
Dashing up with that forward medium punch there. Generally used as an anti-air, but a nice stuffing poke when you think jabs are coming through.
Ooh.
And the pressure very slow.
He gets that wall jump, he can do that. And then being able to take to the skies with the knife, trying to stop when he thinks it's safe. When Pablo thinks it's safe to boom again. Pablo's angry again. Another level 2 on the table, and it's not going to take that much to get the kill, but the throw, yeah, the throw with the damage boost.
Oh my gosh, just toss them out of there. The Secret Service assassin means nothing to the Air Force soldier over here. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's a back throw, too. You get a little extra damage with that, if I recall correctly. On top of the K-Groove activation. Rolls through the flash kick. There we go. Racer able to even it up.
And honestly, just seeing the strategy, doing the toss again, and keeping it going here. All right, we're doing a real Street Fighter match here. Polar opposites colliding. Zangief versus Guile.
I like to call this, especially in retro games, I like to call this the high score girl matchup.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because the main character mains Guile, and then I guess his crush or whatever mains Zangief. Oh, the air throw! Oh, it's so old school too. The way he just like grabs it and swings the arms out there. That was just so clean. Being able to counter the jumping splash.
Yeah, and we have the Zangief level 3 here. We probably won't be seeing the super, but this damage increase is very nice. The 3 hits, not very damaging.
Yeah, but it's not a great anti-air. I mean, it does less damage than a standard throw. Plus, it wasn't a use it or lose it situation with the Seagroove. He's lost all those resources because it's a level 3 only super. And then the banishing flag, which people like to call the green glove, but as you can see,
it's a little more blue in this game.
It's blue, you know.
Matching the Speedo at the moment.
Yeah, you know, we would change the color of Zangief's gloves like different countries change the color of Big Bird. That's a very interesting culture shock to experience when you leave the country. And Big Bird is green in South America and red in Germany. But FC Racer, again, with that stand roundhouse, able to even it up.
Yeah, and that is a universal pain in the butt right there. That heavy kick will hit you from anywhere, and immediately starting the round with it right here. Nice roll through. Let's see if I get the light length that he needs. Oh, nice roll through the fireball there. Continuing this pressure with the light strings, man. Sagat's got it and the confirm.
Oh, man, but you see he was able to hit the first hit of that Tiger Raid with it getting low, but see that gap in between allowed for Pablo the Mex to avoid danger of getting hit with the rest of that super. That could have been a punish, too, as well.
Yeah.
If Pablo had played his cards right and had that situational awareness to see that it wouldn't connect. But such a great confirm for Racer. It just sucks to see him get punished for it.
Nice. We did punish it. Excellent stuff to Racer.
Yeah.
Has been waiting for that fireball this whole time, but in the meanwhile, let's see what the rest of this match looked like with that back throw doing so much damage and saving Pablo in the meanwhile.
And that throw was fantastic. Really, yeah, doing business there. And sending it back with that K-Groove activation with just a little bit more icing on the cake. There you see the whipping of the banishing flat, aka the blue glove.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the immediate light strings here, barely missing this combo.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was the second hit that connected, but because it was just so far away, and the first hit, I guess, didn't generate the hit stun maybe that it needed, he just came up short with that.
Heck, you can do a research paper on the frame data of this game, whether it's working or it's not. So.
Right.
Gotta keep it up. Oh, I like the Relento color. This purple's nice.
Yeah, we saw earlier Pablo the Mex, I believe, changed his Guile to blue as well.
Yes.
That we saw also. So, and for those of you who know, the color selection, the way it works in CvS2, because I don't think the Capcom Fighting Game Collection is going to let you switch, like going to show a menu for it. So, what it is each button punches and kicks does a different color, but there's also one for 3 buttons, 3 kicks, and if I recall correctly, the start button.
Yes, more than likely, to give it that clean 9-color palette swap. But right now, FC Racer getting through all of this K-Groove rage while still continuing the offensive pressure. Look at the guard gauge, and it's gone unless we JD it.
That was a really close JD there. Pablo the Mex able to reverse the pressure there. Yeah, and you see that short hop roundhouse really causing trouble. Oh, almost got the guard crushed there. Tried to mash through it, but somehow Pablo the Mex is still alive. Until that command jumped into the strong.
Yeah, and perfect delays by FC Racer on the Rolento string there. Really able to just use all of his available tools to keep his pressure going. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that timing was absolutely on point.
Probably canceling that at the last possible moment, but spamming Lariat's going to do a great job, and we should be taken down
Good
here.
call out.
But I don't know if that's down hit fierce in this game or just normal fierce jump. So, yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't play either character. I just know I've been hit with it a bunch of times, and that's just how it works.
Last hit of the Lariat coming
but
through.
Flash kick, when it's active, it's got a hitbox in the back, so it's able to send them back the other way. It's kind of one of those. There's a lot of jumping attacks in old school video games that have those properties.
Kidding.
Yeah.
There's so many unique things that they've kind of done away with in modern games that it's so cool to see it come out here and in the full flesh and be used applicably intelligently.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to mention too. Like people criticizing, oh, there we go. Yeah, after the wipeout super that he was doing, that's charged back forward. Heck. Oh yeah, 720 City. That Giles goodbye.
Nice, and a wonderful read there, just catching him blocking for just a moment too long. Pablo doing a wonderful job.
Zangief does, and he's able to close the distance there and get that big drop. Let's see where it continues here. We've got
the chest hair versus the chest scar who's coming through.
Yeah, and if FC Racer can make quick work of Pablo Sagat, he's got an even footing here as he gets that beautiful side switch there from Tiger Knees, using that lariat to avoid the potential of a chip, and then that one low strike. We're evening it up here. Match point FC Racer, Pablo with the equalizer, Sagat.
Yeah, Pablo needs to close this out quickly. Probably will have the opportunity to get 2 rage drives unless we're able to confirm the C Groove level 3 quickly. And heck, level 2 right here will do a lot of damage.
And that C Groove cancel after the Tiger Raid, getting that heavy Tiger uppercut after. You see, that's the special sauce of C Groove. That's what makes it so great, is being able to cancel the end of your super with a special move. And this time gets the full extension of the Tiger Raid with the special ender of the Tiger Uppercut. FC Racer 2-0, advancing to the top 8.
You gotta give it to him. Popping off a little bit. That is not an easy confirm. That light string is like very precise, and also getting those double quarter circles at the final moment. Absolutely clutch.
I mean,
well and earned.
It's Tiger Raid from the logo, bro. I mean, like it's. I mean, I usually normally it's connected with 2 low shorts and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, that distance he was able to chain it off of. From there, I mean, we saw first time he got punished for making a great confirm, and then this time around, it does reward him and is able to get the 2-0 as he cooks Pablo the Max and advances over to the top 8, which we will see tomorrow. You'll be there, right?
Yeah. I think we're actually doing it today on the main stage.
Yes, it's going to be today on the main stage. Yeah,
because I think it's right after this. Like we're grabbing all of our gear, we're heading over to the main stage and doing that once Tekken finishes.
Right, because there was the other pulled Nerd in the bag.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So we will see how that goes. We are hanging out here, still getting through it. I think we're going to see Skellyy here in the losers finals, trying to move on to this top 8. Obviously, we're
because
feuding
this
for the
casual's
medal.
being played over at the setup, so I figured they'd hold the rest for the stream here. I'm trying to see who's next. So we're just going into third strike.
Okay.
Oh, so Skellyy I think Skellyy was in the top 8 qualifier. That one, because it said loser semis, but was that actually a top 8 qualifier?
Oh, sick.
Okay, so
Awesome.
congrats. Your boy makes the top 8.
Let's
That's
go.
great. Look at him. He's popping off for his boys. See if they get to pop off for Racer, you should pop off for Skellyy, you know?
Do you know what? I'll do it when he's in his top 8 match.
You're just looking at Cat and Liquid
I thought
Richard.
he had one more to go.
Yeah, you're looking at Cat and Liquid Richard over there. Like, I'm with you in spirit, though. Okay, stream. So we're going to let you know here.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go over to third strike, which is going to be pools. That's going to be the 3 p.m. pool as well. So looking forward to seeing you there. I don't know who's commentating that one.
No idea.
I'm commentating 3S at 5 p.m. though here on this channel. So don't go nowhere. Thank you for joining us for an awesome display of CvS2 pools. You're going to see more of us throughout this weekend, for better or worse. We love y'all. Seriously, thank you FGC for taking this time in the weekend to be with us. We are definitely having a great time over here in the Pacific Northwest.
So far.
See you soon for more Fight Kingdom action.
I'm not even sure they're ready to kick us off.
Oh yeah, we signed off. Yeah. That we're supposed to do like they should do like the ESPN thing where the camera pans out and we're
China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand, America. Japan, Brazil, USA, China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand. Uppercut! China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand,